Da, 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 da. That's how I feel.
1 second. I gotta turn off the headphone feed from the remote.
Oh, yeah, because you broke things.
I didn't break shit. I'm just producing as well.
Oh, well, you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Sarcastic butthead, so, you know.
Do, 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 do. Womp, womp.
Bum, bum.
Womp, 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 womp. Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Line Has a Call-In Show. Welcome to Game Grumps. Did they retire? It's ours now.
I don't know. So, Shurla?
I don't know. What was that?
I think I mixed up my Gur with Stitch. So it came out strange.
Let's fade these in. Vertical, horizontal. We should be up and good. We should look good. Hey, all right,
guys,
Lindsey Graham deserves no respect. Almost feels a little old, like an old thing.
I know. How about this? Darlene Graham is a DEI hire. Or is DEI.
What's her name? Darlene?
Darlene with an I-N-E.
Darlene Graham
is DEI.
Let's see. We've got MAGA hates women. GOP must lose midterms. Capitalism is over. MAGA can't solve anything. Lindsey Graham deserves no respect. Yeah, they'll probably kill that one. Anybody else got any suggestions? What do y'all want to see in the live chat? Y'all can participate. It's a participation sport. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Y'all can, I don't know, do whatever you want. I'm not your father.
Hi. I was trying to think of one. The Snow Mermaid show. That's funny.
I almost want, because I'm always feuding with this dumb MAGA person. Like,
I know.
If she ever actually accepts the debate, I don't know if I'll know what to do with myself.
The one I sent you, or a different person?
No, the Make America Emo Again girl. I don't know if did you originally send her to me?
Yeah, no, I sent you somebody else. I know I know exactly who that lady is, and I'm just like, it bothers me so much.
I feel like so here's the thing. People would tune into that debate, and some of the people would be too dumb. And I'd only respond for dumb people's sake, because I feel like if you have an IQ above 90, IQs are bullshit, but you get what I'm saying. If you had an IQ above 90, you will immediately be able to tell she is not good at this. The other day she tried to do like, I follow her. She's in my feed. She was just freaking. She was just so excited to find out that I follow her, which I did because on Threads.
Wait, really? That's funny.
On Threads, when is this train to play? What are you talking about?
Who?
How is this showing? I lied. This person was like, your boy so and so. This is so weird. Oh my God, she's legitimately a dumb person, because she wrote that this person, she was waiting for someone to message her husband and tag this person, and he said he was gonna message, but so far crickets. And I wrote, I don't know who that is, but I'll explain your other problem when we debate. And she wrote, that's a straight up lie. And then I think her proof it's a lie is a picture of that person posting me. Like a post, it's a screenshot of a post where that person is tagging me, basically saying she's a coward because she won't debate me, and I'm tagged in it. I never said that person doesn't know who I am. I don't know who this random person with a generic profile photo and a non-identifying name. So here's the thing. She's straight up like, I don't know what I'll do if she ever actually accepts, because I don't know if I can have a good faith debate with somebody that dumb. She's like genuinely bad at it. I don't know if it was earlier today or yesterday, but she was like, so which is it?
What
if Jesus Christ would be progressive if he was alive today, or we shouldn't teach religion in school? And I'm like, your brain thinks that's a dichotomy? Like
you're
what?
that linear?
What? Wait, so what? Like, no teaching religion as true in school. There's historical reasons to teach things about religion. There's reasons to teach about Jesus Christ as much as there is to teach about Muhammad and Gandhi and other, the Buddha, the big religious figures. And I'm just like, bruh, like she must wake up every day just screaming. She just wakes up and she's like, and then her beta husband is probably like, what's wrong, honey? She's like, I have to decide between brushing my teeth or getting stabbed in the head. Like, I don't, like, why? That's not a real choice. That's not a dichotomy you have to worry about. God. Which one is it? Jesus would be progressive, or we shouldn't. You do understand that a progressive person who believes in separation of church and state also doesn't believe we should be teaching progressive religions as true. They don't belong in school. Like that's not a dichotomy. And so I keep thinking about it. I'm like, she's never going to accept. She started doing the grifting, like, pay me to be there. I'm like, bro, if you're a content creator and you don't realize you could make so much money off of clips in a debate, that you're asking for a little on top. First of all, one, you're the toilet. Plumbers don't pay toilets to unclog them. You're the job. You are who I have to unclog. You're the toilet I got to unclog. I'm the plumber. But second of all, fucking Christ, like, it's such an obvious grift, and it's such an obvious, like, I don't want to do it, so now I'm going to put down and she's never said a number. I've thrown out there, like, I can't remember what I'd said, $200, $400, something like that. Well, we'll make it $400 now. I'll donate $400 to a no-kill dog shelter if she'll agree to do it.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not good enough for her. She's never.
That's insane.
If I said, like, all right, fine, I'll pay you, you know, she'd come back like, great, that's going to be $12,000, some ridiculous number that, like, why would I pay that? I don't need you or that. You just are making fun of you as a hobby. I'm not going to make it my job. I'm not going to pay to participate in it.
I'm still saying, so, like, I know it's been a while since I sent you one lady's profile that I kept saying you guys would semi enjoy being pedantic as fuck with. She would still be good for y'all to try to reach out to. Your Jimmy. Jovan might know who she is. There's a small chance.
Who is the creator? Oh, the other emo creator?
She's not emo. She's just...
You know what? I'm adding MAGA can't be emo to the list.
Oh, I like that.
MAGA can't be emo. I'm putting that on the banner.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. No, it's the Millie lady that I sent you.
Oh, okay. I'll have to take a look again. You probably have to send it again.
She's
frustrating.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably get her to do it if you just say you'll donate to an autism research foundation.
Well, I'm very selective on which one of those foundations it would be.
Oh no, you selected. Like, she can fucking cry you a whole bitch ass river with her attitude.
It ain't gonna be Autism Speaks, I'll tell you that much. I think that's the one. Isn't that the one with the fucked up things on it?
You'd have to tell me. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, it is. There are some things that I don't agree with that people get freaked out about. I don't believe in eugenics, and I don't believe in forcing something. But the idea of developing a medication that is like it's like what Adderall is to ADHD, something like that for autism, in the same way that that's allowed to happen, and you can't force people to take Adderall. No. I think I should have the choice. I think I should be allowed to decide. Or they'll talk about a cure for autism. That's such a weird thing to talk about because autism it's not that contained of a specific thing. But anyway, all I know is I think they had some pretty, they were pretty heavy on the cure side, and that the way they did it sounded like they were headed toward like eugenics and such. I don't know. Anyway, 336-543-2101. I guess I should say the phone number. That's the number you can call and we'll debate. I actually don't even call if we care any callers. I don't know if I care if we get any callers. Guys, this is unfortunately going to keep happening. No. I think Ari cares. Unfortunately, and it's going to seem out of place because I feel like I'm not whiny enough, even though I keep saying I'm not whiny enough. I'm not whiny enough for it to be believable. So it's just one of those things where I'm just going to say it. And if you believe me, good. And if you don't, whatever. But unfortunately, I'm not recovering at a great speed from that car crash.
Yeah.
And I'm dealing with a lot of neuro issues. I actually see a neurologist this coming Friday. Next week, I'm getting shots directly into my cervical spine. I think in the discs is how they work with it. So I don't know that I give a fuck that much about, am I suddenly going to get metaphors if I take a pill? I feel that's so hard. The number of times I'm like, oh shit, you were doing a metaphor, but also I'm obsessed with making good metaphors. I feel condescended to when people use a metaphor preemptively. Like it was a very simple thing that I didn't have trouble grasping just what you were describing. And the fact that you have now resorted to a metaphor is very insulting. That thing's crazy, but
so yeah, in response to that, my thing would be like not about understanding metaphors, but like catching on that someone is joking.
Yeah.
Like is
moments
that suddenly
ago,
gonna happen?
right before we started. Oh shit! Now I get it. That was we're not going to tell the
I
whole
do it
story,
all the time. I miss all the jokes. Like hands down, I'm 95% of jokes. I don't get them. Right? They
Yeah.
just go shoo.
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes like I had a friend that was messaging me today, and she said something that was like I read it, didn't understand it, and then I went back, read it again, read it a third time, and then I'm like, oh, I know what you were doing now.
Do you know what phrase I like? You're saying Reddit. I like the phrase edited it. This is where my mind goes.
Edited it?
Yeah, I feel like we're really it's like we're going out of our way to make sure we're like, hey guys, did you know we're divergent? But anyway, I like the phrase edited it. I edited it.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it just
I thought
the
you
way
were saying it like like using that in place of saying read it. Oh.
No, you were saying Reddit and it made me think of the phrase edited it.
Edited it. Yeah.
Edited it.
I
like edited it.
I am so like, yeah, I'm up there today.
It happens.
What do you call a banana that is flexible? A peel? I don't know.
A banana that is flexible. No, don't let them fall for that. Don't let live chat distract you if they're not paying for the honor. Anyway, 336-543-2101. We are leftists. We are anti religious nationalism, Christian nationalism. We are against the status quo. We are against the Republicans, the GOP, the MAGA. In many ways, we're against the Democrats. Unfortunately, we have to sometimes use their framework to make any kind of progress.
Hey, Iceman that wants to spam my TikTok chat, you have about 2.5 seconds before I personally mute you, and you can call the number on the screen. All right? And that's it. Bye.
It's weird. She keeps tagging me. I already gave you instructions. You don't need to keep tagging me about your slap line. Just send it. She's asking if she can send merch. She said, I'd like to have my team send the merch. And I'm like, okay. Years ago, when I was in college, we were booking Afro Man for
oh goodness,
for something. I'm old, so this is years ago. And we called his manager, and it was very clearly him doing a voice. And that's what I think her team is. That's what I think her team is. Anyway, 336-543-2101, 336-543-2101 if you would like to call and debate us. The screener is there. We're only going to have the line open to screen calls, I think, for about an hour. So if you want to get in, you're going to have to get in soon if you want to debate. Otherwise, we'll probably be talking about the dumb news and the dumb people over and over again. All over the U.S.
Yeah, I listened into like the last hour of Pete Hegseth's meeting in front of the Senate today and the Armed Forces Committee. And for some stupid fucking reason, right, and I say it that way, the God, I can't remember her name, nor do I want to remember her name. But the Secretary Agriculture was there, and I'm like, why? You have zero to do with national security, right? And one of the senators from New York, Gillibrand, she had asked her, oh, Secretary Rollins, I think that's her name. Maybe. I don't know. But she had asked her, like, so what do you have to say to my New York constituents that were removed from SNAP benefits because of what, like, the USDA removed them from SNAP benefits. Brooke Rollins, thank you, Crow. And she was like, "Did you know that diesel is cheaper right now than it was under Biden?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
What
What?
Yeah. I know
Uh,
you're saying what because you didn't hear me.
no. I
Um,
did. She claimed
oh, you
diesel
did?
was cheaper under Biden. Cheaper now than
Yeah.
under Biden. Yeah.
Right. I'm just like, what does diesel have to do with
Dude,
SNAP benefits, you dumbass? Like,
legitimately too, it's like, let's say you were correct. How is that affecting your life? Is it true or is
right.
it not true that you have less spending power than ever? And the answer is it's true. You have people who in their 20s were struggling in college who are now in their 40s who are struggling more than they were struggling. They have less spending powers than that when they were in college. And
Yep.
all of this shit, man, it's fucking, oh man, it's crazy that they can be this dumb. But then here I am dealing with Make America Emo again and acting
Yeah.
like, I act above so many things, but apparently I'm not.
It was
I'm not
just
above certain
like,
levels of dumb.
oh, what I will say the best part was is at the end of the Senate committee hearing, I can't remember the last senator that went, but it was a Democrat that ended it, right? Speaking directly to Hegseth. And Hegseth crashed out and also then like huffed out looking like a petulant child at the end of it. And I love that for him.
I love that Pete Hegseth just launched the biggest like government funded gender affirmation program ever. Literally, Pete Hegseth just
Testosterone.
raised the highest, the most money on gender affirming care brought to you by Pete Hegseth. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Has something
Oh,
stunned
I
you
know
into
what they're talking about.
silence?
Yeah, I was reading the chat and then I was trying to think, are they talking about me or are they talking about emo girl again? They're talking about emo girl again. Um,
She's dumb. She's
yeah,
really
no,
dumb.
the crazy thing is like, so they're not going to force testosterone to be taken by the military service members, which is a good thing. But taking testosterone in that way can actually lead to infertility.
Is somebody complaining about Javon's light up headphones and he's not even here?
What?
I don't know. I don't know the context of this. Somebody just wrote, is he performative? Does he wear, what was it? Does he wear light up headphones for clout or something?
I don't know if I'd consider that performative. It's
He
norm
presents a
for
crafted image of
online
himself, not
person.
as natural, and the rest seems to come from a non-crafted image of that. Who are you talking about, Anata? I don't know who we're talking. Is it Pete Hegseth?
Yeah.
I'm very
Who has
confused.
light up headphones? What?
Well, if she's, yeah. Oh, I think Javon is performative in a very slightly cringe way. Well, I don't care what you think. And why would you be coming to this show to complain about Javon? Why don't you actually call Javon and tell
Yeah,
him
isn't
that he's
Jovan
performative
live?
and in what ways he is? I'm
Yeah.
well, no, don't leave this show. Is Javon live right now?
Oh,
Is Javon cross streaming us?
I
This is
think.
an injustice no one can even understand. Better not be cross streaming us right now. Um. Anyway, cool story.
Don't go check. We're awesome. So, you know,
I don't know. I don't know.
Sage, delete that comment right now. Shh. Wiggy,
Well,
shh.
if Javon is live right now, then yes, Javon is performative. Uh, yeah. I now agree because he's live right now.
I also got sunburnt this weekend. I don't know if people can tell that my shoulders are crispy again. I should stop going out in the sun.
Sorry, I'm replying to this moron again. She's really dumb.
Oh, that's funny. Crow,
She
who do you need to
she
go
doesn't have the
follow?
self-awareness to realize how dumb she is. Like, legitimately, her videos are so bottom of the barrel, and then she'll do things that are very very obviously very obviously racist, and then I'm like, and is this right? How is this racist? All I did was post a fact. And then she'll tag me going, so Jimmy, do you think it's racist? And I'm like, for sure, let's definitely talk about it in debate. Those DMs offering to show up for the debate she pretends she wants to have. Even earlier today, she literally posted something about how bad the left is, or maybe it was liberals, at debating. And I'm like, how the fuck would you know? Political debates are wild. 1 minute, we're talking about court records and legal facts. The next minute, the conversation magically turns into personal insults because the original claim didn't hold up. Let's talk about what actually happened and why facts matter. Why are you acting like you've ever been in a debate? What are you talking about? Is that just like your theory of what a debate is like? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. She's silly. She's a silly goose. All right. Phone number is 336-543-2101. 336-543-2101. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to text him. I'm going to text Javon. Someone in live chat was complaining you were performative and I was shit talking them, but then it was revealed that you're cross streaming us right now. And so I am going to now agree and expose you as performative. And I don't want to hear some kind of reasonable response that we started an hour early or some bullshit like that. Comma, everything is about me and I am the center of the universe and you can't prove I'm not.
Oh my God.
Why is Jimmy obsessed with emo MAGA? That is a fantastic question.
Because emo people just shouldn't be MAGA. Like, why are you hating on people? You hate.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to use the word obsessed, but I wish I knew how to quit. You know what I mean? Where it's like, there's a weird thing where it's like she pops up in my feed every day, and I'm like, is she growing? I don't think she is. I think I probably do just need to let it go. She's never going to show up for a debate, so what's the benefit? I probably need to make some videos just roasting the dumb thing she says and then just move on, because at this point, what value am I getting out of it? What value is anyone really? I don't think she's definitely not held up as a thought leader. She has a few simps of people who like are waiting for her and her husband to break up and for her to go back to more traditional appearance. She doesn't even really understand the values of her
go to Instagram
party either. Like,
oh, they never do.
She's in MAGA and defending like trad values. Meanwhile, she's got like, I don't know if it's her or a husband. They're not in a traditional marriage. I don't even know if he is her husband, but I know there's multiple marriages, divorces, all that kind of shit going on. And also she's a woman speaking like publicly, being a public figure. I don't know if she knows about, actually, I do know that she doesn't know what the Bible says because she says a lot of stuff that shows she doesn't know what the Bible says. But the Bible does not permit you, a woman, to teach me anything. So you're definitely not a biblical person. Like, I don't know if you know about that book, Timothy, but it's not really cool with you being all teaching me and shit. In fact, the Bible only establishes that you are the property of men. That is 100% what it comes down to. All right, we've got, I think, a call being screened. We'll check that out. And in the meantime, 336-543-2101. 336-543-2101. I got to check what the problem
is going on ICBN note. Yeah. Yeah, it was very easy to find her IG, and I've seen her on TikTok, and she it would definitely be interesting to see her without the excessive filters on her face.
It is Jimmy Snow in the line. Oh shit.
What, did you open the wrong one?
Yes. Okay, first things first. I fucked up. All right, let me fix that real quick.
You opened up. I know what you did.
We might have been getting calls this whole time. I was active on the line's phone number. Sorry, everybody. I fucked
Oopsie.
up. Fucking amateur ass move too. All these people talking shit about my production skills. I have a point. Host show. My bad, guys. All right, save and start show. This is what needs to feed call in studio.
Oops.
Initiate outbound. Jesus Christ. Is this my first day?
It might
Fucking
be.
A.
Hey, Kevin, in my TikTok chat, like,
You are
how
connected
about
as
you?
the host. Welcome, host.
I can
You
mute
are
that
now
while
in the
you're
host
talking.
room and can
It's all
manage
good.
your callers from the call-in
Try calling
studio
the
web
number
interface.
on the screen for once in your life. Like, I know you like run away from any kind of conversations and you're just the ultimate keyboard warrior. Why are you talking about a pretzel? That's fucking weird, bro. I like
Okay.
that somebody named Gothic Dork just followed me.
I fixed the call-in thing.
love
It's
that.
probably her alt. I fixed the call-in thing, but I don't know why the portal is giving you shit. I assume you hit clear session. Bum 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 bum. Let me see if I can do something about that. So we got to give another minute for calls to come back in. Sorry about that, everybody. You can go to fucking Christ. Let's see. You can go to 336-543-2101, 336-543-2101. I got to figure out why our screener can't get in, all this kind of shit. There's just shit happening. There's just shit. Anyway, sorry. Well, we might have had calls before and it was fully my fault we didn't get any.
You know, it's all good.
It's been a long day. I had PT this morning and then since then have been like basically coding nonstop since then. I've been staring at a computer and trying to keep correcting my posture. It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
So supposedly I heard something about that song was about like killing your girlfriend. And it was really dark.
It is dark.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's I don't know how true that is because that wasn't like officially said by the artist, I don't believe. So it's a little
I don't
much.
even remember what the words are.
I mean, 1 week since you looked at me is absolutely correct in the song, and then like
Cool.
I don't know the rest. I can't think of it.
To me. There's a lot of old songs with some messages that wouldn't hold up today. You know, my friend's got a girlfriend and he hates that bitch. He tells me every day.
Ooh.
All right, we've got, I think, a call screening while we try to figure out this shit. Let me have that doing a little debug review while all at the same time I need to come back here and make sure that we are looking all right. Yeah, that's it. That's screening. Ba-ba-da.
How do you look all right?
I don't. I look like shit.
You.
That wasn't me fishing. It was just the stream of consciousness reply. Let's see. That's checking it out. Yes. That's
funny. How about okay, so random while you're looking this up. How about the fact that Joe Rogan is so ignorant that he just heard for the first time in like the last 2 weeks that Trump's sons invested in drone companies and then were awarded contracts last year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the amount of very obvious insider trading happening over there is not subtle.
Yeah, but somehow Joe Rogan was fucking that much of an idiot for the last over a year.
Right.
It's like, dude, what?
Let's see. I'm trying to get things fixed, but we should be able to take this call here in a moment. I just might have to get down, but I get up again, never gonna keep me down. That wasn't the same song. My brain's in a million places. I don't know if I should even be
Hi, Winnie.
debating these days. Not until my brain is fixed. Let's see. I'm gonna wait for Jess to fix that.
How do you determine if your brain is fixed, though?
I don't know, especially when like at a level of injury, you're still operating at 50 times what MAGA could pull off. So it's like, even if I'm not my best self, it's easy to beat MAGA any day. I could have a TBI and I'm still going to beat MAGA. That's not tough. That's not hard. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? But all right, that part's functioning correctly. That's part. Man, what a colossal fuck up. This is why I like having a producer over co-producing.
Double check. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, this guy said in a comment that I am a liberal. What did he say?
You're a liberal?
I'm a liberal clown. Cool. So how come I can beat you in debate? Don't believe me?
Comment.
Call and try right now. Liberal clown. A liberal clown.
Steve said I could be in a coma and still beat MAGA.
Yeah, it's not tough. Okay, so that's kind of one of the things I was mentioning about this Make America Emo Again girl. She is like, you only would have to debate her for the people who are dumb enough to fall for grifts. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are. So many. You wouldn't be like, for a person with any intelligence, I could just let her talk the whole 90 minutes, 2 hours. And it'd literally be like, please, just let her list what her values are. And you tell me whether or not you think that she is consistent, logical, functional, any of those things. I suspect you won't feel that way. Like, I don't know. It's just wild. Did that work for Jess? Jess? Try that. So. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the screen, and I'm going to type in. I'm gonna update it. Oh wait, that's the. Let's see if we get that to work. Martine is calling, but hasn't paid the money to be allowed to call in again. I don't remember what the number is, so we'll just make it $150 today.
Oh, okay. That he has to pay, or that someone in the chat pays.
Yeah. Anarcho-syndicalist. I don't care. I'm just putting independent. You're not getting shit. And then we'll hit that and see if that should at least fix that. And it does. He can pay $150 to get on. Okay. Let me check if Claude has figured out the code problem here. I'm also mad at people right now because everybody who shit on small businesses try to use AI. Exactly what I told them was going to happen fucking happened, which is just like with climate change, just like with capitalism in general. You shamed the small businesses. Actually, you know what the best metaphor is? The fucking inflation. Why do you think big businesses didn't freak out about his inflation as much as little businesses? Because if you were in a town with a Walmart and a local grocery store, yes, Walmart's prices went up. Yes, Walmart's cost went up. But the little guy couldn't afford it. Little guy went out of business. All of their customers came over. So big people like Walmart actually make more money because of inflation because they can afford to last long enough for their competition to be put out of business. And now they're the only people left. This is literally happening right now. And OpenAI, a guy who works at OpenAI, I can't remember, but he's somewhere up in the corporate thing, just basically shit all over this model that's come out of China called Kimi. It's from, I can't remember the name of the or above it, but it's out of China. And it's basically something that can do like 90% or so of what Claude Fable, which is incredible, can do. But the difference is it can run locally. So rather than you paying Claude every time you do shit, you could put it on a Mac Mini and you're basically just doing it for the cost of energy each month, which a Mac Mini, what are you going to max out on? $10 as opposed to their $200 max plan and their API fees and everything on top of that. And so in reaction to this, one of the OpenAI people basically said, we can't have a situation where people are calling it, or not calling it, where everybody, where there's equal distribution of AI, that if AI is considered a public utility, that's going to be AI communism, and that would be a dark future. And that's such a fucking giveaway of what OpenAI, think about the name and how it started. There was never a chance you guys shaming small business. Don't get me wrong. Shame AI slop all day long. But people literally going, I never would have had the money to hire a software engineer to make an inventory system. I made an inventory system. Those people getting shamed and all that kind of shit where it's literally like things that could make them competitive. Now, these fucking rich ass billionaire companies, not only are they raising the prices on all these things, building all these data centers, they are now pricing small businesses out of the AI market. Like this whole memory thing, sure. Memory is expensive because they need lots of memory. It's also expensive because it reduces the number of competitors. You know who's not having a problem buying up all of that memory? Fucking OpenAI, fucking Claude. And then these big enterprise corporations, these big billionaire corporations, they're not having, oh no, hard drives tripled in prices. Well, you know what happened? I was able to afford that, and I put out a fucking mom and pop Photoshop because their expenses went up in a bunch of ways. The only way they could have kept it up competitively is if they had tools to streamline a bunch of stuff. They would have needed AI for that. We've cut off their access to AI. We've cut off their access to archiving data. And now basically they're fucked. This is why I've always said AI sucks because of capitalism. Under a socialist worldview, it's excellent. And like everything else, energy consumption, all that kind of shit, that is when you also have to put a barrier in your fucking mind and go, therefore, I can't shit on small businesses who are doing this, because if they don't, they will starve. They'll go out of business, or they'll have to go work for these giant corporations. And it's so fucking annoying to have people be like, it's my first week being a leftist. I say the phrase no ethical consumption under capitalism, but I don't understand the difference between a company that does not make millions of dollars, or even if it does make millions of dollars, it is split equitably amongst its people. There's no person making 100 times the lowest employee, and 100 times is conservative for a lot of these companies. The fucking baby's first week of leftism, it's really fucking annoying. It's really, really fucking annoying. If you're not racist, the Chinese OpenAI LLMs are the best in the world, all things considered. I wouldn't say they're the best in the world, but they're best per token, value-wise. There are more expensive models that are better and use fewer tokens, but the per token cost is more than the savings. However, if you're hoping that the entire AI market collapses, they might be good for that, because there's this idea that there's a strategy coming out of China that is meant to be hostile to American businesses, which it's hard to be mad about, except for that I care about the economy and the consequences it will have on people relying on those jobs. But the fact that there's this targeted strategy of, we will build cheaper, more energy efficient models using our structure, which also costs less to develop in the first place. We will release them as local models you can run, and we will destroy the value of companies like Anthropic and OpenAI by essentially dumping free AIs into the market, or cheaper AIs into the market. And for that, like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff where you're like, man, that feels good, but also bad, because people are going to suffer, but also definitely lots of people are going to suffer. And this potentially has the ability to cause corrective action, but then that starts to feel accelerationist, and accelerationism is dumb. So, you know, I don't have strong thoughts on it either way. I just think that all these people who participated, and like I said, baby's first fucking socialism, can say ethical under, these are the same fucking idiots who were like shaming their friends for like, oh, your car only gets 19 miles to the gallon. Like, do you even care about? It's like, no amount of shaming people for that, or recycling, or whatever shit. Not to say that people shouldn't do their best in those situations. You definitely should. Will actually fix what has to happen at both a society and corporate level from these giant corporations. And Anyway, I think I'd be down for a debate on AI with another leftist. But the hardest part is most of the people who have strong feelings against it also have very, very limited knowledge on it too. They keep saying, they'll say dumb shit like, it can't even count the number of R's in strawberry. And I'm like, bruh, that's the dumbest fucking shit to still be saying. Tell me you're not keeping track of development. And it's kind of like, oh, what's his face bought a gun that he's going to kill me with? Doesn't he know that 10% of those guns jam? And now you feel safe from that gun. And you're literally like, this is a technology that its development is threatening you. Not just your job, but also your life. Its development is literally threatening you, and you're making yourself feel better with basically meme level arguments. You should be fucking horrified of the technology in a way that causes you to act. And right now they're finally thinking about doing regulation. What kind of regulation? Making Chinese models illegal. That's the type of regulation. It's always about China.
They never care about anything. It's the global competition. China bad. Well, I will say it was funny while you were talking about this. I get a news alert from the New York Times about AI powered drones. So it's like, oh, we're talking about phones listen to you.
The reality of AI is not that all software jobs are going to disappear. Most corporate software jobs are moving to lower cost countries. It is cheaper and doesn't need to work well, just needs to work. I mean, I think one of the problems that people will have, and Apaz, man, I think we've maybe even interacted on this issue before. We will get to, I think the only call we have is the person wanting to shit talk Javon.
Oh.
Was there other calls coming in? Let me check on, let's see, used to work, blah, blah, blah. I just got to check. Will you talk while I check on this?
Yeah, sorry. Got put on the spot and then I just like...
Let me respond to Pazman. Pazman.
You're good.
I think you are describing a short term, what will happen. Long term, it's not just all, and all is a strong word, all in effect. So many will disappear that if you are entering the market hoping to get a software job, assume that there are none and don't think about those exceptions of these few people, this minority of a minority of a minority of a people prove that it is possible. It's like thinking you're going to be a billionaire because a billionaire exists. So in that regard, no, all software jobs, not just all software jobs, kind of all jobs are going to disappear. Yep. It's not just even software, but I agree with you in the short term. First, it's going to be moving where you're going to need human interaction with agents. It's going to move. And there's even going to be things that happen along the way that I'm going to have to deal with fucking idiots who are going to be like, Jimmy, did you just see? All of these companies realized they acted too harshly and I just had to hire a bunch of software engineers back. Proof you were wrong. And I'm literally like, and what are they hiring them to do? Is it train more AIs? Is it create a bigger collection of data?
Because all it is rewrite the software and just rewrite the coding.
Even at the small business level, if you recognize how this technology works, you're not only when you are you building stuff to build stuff, you're building stuff to aggregate data that will be useful to you in the future if you do have to run things on local models or more expensive models, so that in the future you have a database that is cheaper, essentially, because you have to, because you will have gotten ahead of the game and there will be a bunch of people who are left behind because they didn't get ahead of the game. Let's see. Sign is broken for everyone, but sign-in isn't broken for everyone.
I don't know what you were reading there. What I was going to say is, did you hear the new cost on the war in Iran?
Yeah, 38 billion, I think.
Yeah, round up. That's fine. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be that person.
That was some autistic math shit.
I'm not going to be that person.
No, I'm Jimmy Roundup.
No. I just wasn't gonna correct it. That's all. It's like I'm not gonna correct it this time. I'm just gonna run with it. Yes. Round it up. Yes.
What was it actually?
37.5 billion.
Oh, fuck me for rounding it up. That's $500 million, Jimmy. I mean, now that we know it's only 37.5, I think it's a reasonable ask. I think it's a reasonable number.
No, I was just saying. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to correct it, but it already came out. I was like, yes, round it up. That was just my... No, it's not trillion. It is literally billion.
Oh my God, 37 trillion would be
insane. And
that would be crazy.
Yeah, I would be. If it was 37 trillion, like $37.5 trillion, I would be like, seeing you know what you could have used that money for? Paying for fucking universal health care.
Yeah.
For the next 30 years. Like actually more than that. Hold on. It's like $7 trillion. No. Yeah. Bernie Sanders' plan was $7 trillion over a 10-year period.
Hey, can I get a 1 in the chat if you have to pee? I want to know how alone I am. Keep going.
So yeah, that would be, what was that? Yeah. 50-year period. We could pay for universal health care for 50 years if the Iran war had been costing us trillions instead of billions. Insane. Like, I just want y'all to know.
Already, like, we're sitting here in a position where everything it's just fucking terrible, guys. It's fucking terrible, and I hate it. And I hate that. Actually,
hold on. I want to do math. Hold on.
I have to be careful what I say in a situation like that where I'm like, and you know what? Fucking shit, guys, okay? Fucking shit.
See if we can. Hold on. That's not going to math out right. Hold on. I got this. Okay.
You got this?
Yeah. I said I'm doing math because my brain is doing brain things, right?
It's weird. I can impersonate users. And so I'm impersonating. Okay. If I go to clerk, you keep talking. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm still trying to, like, hold on. Like, doing math is fun, guys. Math is fun, right? How many days is that? My brain is barely braining right. Yeah, I got it now. It's that. Okay, we're not quite there. I was just trying to see how much, like, if we take with healthcare.
I'll be back.
You're good. If we took what the plan, like Bernie Sanders' plan for universal healthcare, and then you break it down to a daily cost. That's what I was doing. Sorry for my weirdness. Over in a 1-year period, out of the 10 years, it would still be more. So for 6 months, right? For 6 months, it would cost us $345 billion, rounding down, to pay for universal healthcare. Sorry, I was doing a thing where my brain was braining with numbers. The calls are getting screened. So that's to answer that. So if you guys are Republican or MAGA, you voted for Trump, whichever way it is, and you are sitting here in my live comments and Jimmy's live comments, call the number on the screen. The reason why you're not calling is because you can't back up anything that you say. You are living in a cult and you want to remain willfully ignorant. That's what not calling tells me. And all you do is just glaze Trump. That if you're not calling this, like, you cannot stand behind your belief system, stand 10 toes down. And that's what shows when you don't call. Also, for everyone else that's out there, subscribe to the Patreon. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to just check with...
What am I going to do with your phone number, Septic Salad? You're a random dumbass on the internet that can't stand behind your belief systems, and you prove that by being like, we don't want to give you our phone number. Okay, well, we're not going to do anything with it. So
wait, somebody's name was Septic Salad. Septic Salad. Yeah. Do you hang out in an app called not VR Chat, Big Screen Beta? I think I know who the guy is. Fucking dumb. Like, legit. I think I've debated Septic Salad.
He said yes. He even put
holy
Big Screen.
Fucking shit! You're the guy from Septic Salad. Septic Salad lost every time he debated me before and would lose again. The reason why Septic isn't going to call in is because he is a low difficulty debate. He is legitimately people on his side don't like when he speaks for them. He is legitimately, and I don't want to say this as just an insult. I also just want to say it like matter of factually. Today it was 100 degrees out and Septic Salad is an obviously dumb person. Like, he's obviously stupid, like a stupid man.
That is hilarious. That's a straight call out. And then yes, I saw the Jovan people. I said hi to Winnie. Anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh no. Someone in the chat was like, I don't need to prove my vote to you. It's like I'm not asking you to prove your vote. You believe in something. Prove your belief system. Like that's what I'm asking you to prove is that you can actually stand behind what
I
you
don't have
believe
to.
in.
People are already just so dumb.
They're
Though.
already,
Like,
yeah, they're
you don't
so
have to do
far
anything,
behind.
but you should because you should prove that you can. Prove that your views are defensible, but we know they're not.
Kind of like septic salad. Apparently, you're so low information that Jimmy, who forgets 90% of people that he talks to, as long as they're not complete troglodytes, that he remembers that you're just fucking ass, like your ass at what you try to do. So I guess
Dude,
if you
he's
want to
so-
prove him wrong or prove yourself right, then you can call the number on the screen instead of being little PAB. Like,
There's no way he'll call. He's legitimately
yeah.
like he's legitimately.
ooh, is that a dare?
No, I know it sounds like I'm trying to reverse psychology it, and I actually am not. Look, if this was about what are you gonna do with my phone number? We've been doing call-in shows for 8 years. Nobody has ever complained we abused having their phone number. The only thing we've ever used their phone number for is when they laid down death threats, we reported them to the FBI, because at a certain point you have to. At this point, if I have to call the FBI, I'm like, hey, here's the report. I already wrote it up for you. Here's everything you need to know. Like, it's just the routine of like, just in case somebody murders me. I know you're not going to actually fucking do anything. Like, you guys might go talk to the guy, but that's like as fuck as my. Yeah. They don't give a shit. They hope I die. Anyway, the septic salad is not going to call. He is legitimately a low difficulty. I've been in rooms where he's representing Republicans in big screen. He's representing Republicans and Republicans are like trying to get him to stop. They're like, nah, bro, come on, dude. Like, that's dumb. That's dumb. No. Don't listen to Septic. That's fucking stupid. Hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious. Hilariously dumb. Just a dumb man. And to a point, I do feel a level of pity for him. Again, none of this is reverse psychology. I promise you guys. That's the level of I would worry we would be irresponsible taking him at a certain point, because at a certain point, I will say I don't know that he is disabled, but I would worry that would be what we would find out. And now I'm the asshole because, oh, wow, look, you just blah, 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 blah. The guy is low difficulty. I mean, just terrible at it.
Damn.
Okay. Did this one not have, let me fix this real quick.
That's great.
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
Is he in your stuff often? That's fucking crazy.
No,
what a small world.
This is the first time I've seen him before. And he's still like crying in my chat, which is
What's
even more funny.
I gotta know. What's he saying?
LMAO, major cope from Jimmy. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. I need to do this in the most native,
Read all of them.
voice.
I want to.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm coping,
I
man.
actually can't.
I'm
I
coping
forgot.
hard.
Hold on. I forgot that it allows me to do it. I do like TikTok Studio just for this. Yeah.
That's zero. LOL. That's 0% true. He's delusional. Jimmy remembers me because I beat him. Ha ha ha. I haven't been on big screen with him for years, so I haven't been in big screen
for years either. Like I haven't been there for years either. But no, I do remember you, Septic Salad. That's crazy. No,
LMAO,
he's right, guys.
Major cope from Jimmy.
He's right, guys. I got wrecked. I got wrecked. Just absolutely. I don't know. I feel like I hope he doesn't call because he'll end my career. I don't want him to end my career.
Yeah,
that'd be rough for me, guys.
Show that he's just absolutely horrible at this in front of more people than Septic Salad has ever been on a live in front of before. So,
okay, we're gonna hope that we actually usually I have figured out what's wrong with something by now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it was just it was like a Chrome update and that she just has to reset. But that's really fucking funny. I can't believe I have to message. Hang on. I got to message my old buddy from those days. Cause we used to fucking clown that dude together. I'm gonna text him. Dude, Septic Salad is in my co-host live chat right now talking about how bad he beat me in the past, period. And I think he actually believes it. Oh my God. Oh man, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. You're back and it's the same. Jesus, I don't.
That's hilarious.
Know. You're using Chrome? Fuck, I don't know what's going on.
Rich, poor, you have to call the number on the screen.
All right, let's start answering calls. My bad, people. We'll start answering calls.
I was enjoying that. That was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
That was great. Thank you.
Let me make sure that this one is up to date. I don't know why. Oh, because the Jose call fell off. Okay. I'm not that interested in it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, because I'm in a state of viewing. I'm cloning an experience. 1 second. Sorry, people.
You're not apologizing to me, but
definitely not.
There's another person in my TikTok chat that never goes up on lives, but it's just a keyboard warrior just going I'm super strong and I can type all of these mean, nasty things in the comments and I think I do something with it. And his name is Tom C. And I swear this is probably how he sounds. That also, I really shouldn't do that. That hurts my voice.
Bro, I'm terrified, is what I know.
No, wait, did Rich Poor actually call Jovan? Rich Poor, please call the number on the screen for the love of all that is holy.
Doing something unholy. All right, Anada, you are on the line. Anada, I somehow didn't get your pronouns in my machine here. What were your pronouns? Anata, you're on the line.
I know they had just typed in the chat earlier about do they need to still be on the line?
Anata, what hello? Anata. All right, well, we'll return to the queue for the moment. We'll double check, make sure that with everything else, it's not somehow our fault.
Okay, that doesn't count, Albert. Ian takes TikTok guess.
You know what? I think it was because at the beginning when I had to do that robot thing, I had to turn it off. So let me try that again here. Yeah, that probably was our fault.
Gotcha.
Anata, do you hear me now?
Is Nada? Yeah, Vince? Yeah.
There we go.
What up?
Hey, what's up, buddies? I'm a he, him.
Okay, good. I'm going to throw that up on
I'm bi, but mostly hetero, yeah.
Okay, you do know that has nothing to do with your pronouns, right?
Well, yeah, but I just wanted to make that clear also for, clarity's sake.
Are you flirting with me? Because I'm good, man. I'm in a relationship.
Dude, I would.
I would. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't know. Right, I don't need to know.
I just said, we will talk about Jovan. I think I misspoke in a way that offended people, and I didn't want to do that. However,
well, you went to a stream he's not in. Wait. You spoke in a way that offended people, and I don't want to do that. You recognize that that's not them being sensitive. You did something dumb, right? Like going to a stream he's not in.
I do feel like it was a little oversensitive.
Okay, so you went to a stream that Jovan's not in to complain to people that you know like Jovan and are often here to watch Jovan about how you find Jovan performative. Jovan was at the same time streaming and is I'm not done. Jovan is at the same time streaming
and about me too.
And Jovan is at the same
about me too. You can say whatever you want, dude.
Hey, I wasn't done. So one of the things I might describe you as one of the things I might say is that you interrupt. I'm also getting my audio echoing back from somewhere. I don't know where.
Shouldn't be from me, but I'll double check.
I don't think so because it wasn't happening before.
No, my laptop's muted.
And yet it's happening specifically when you're speaking. So something weird's happening. Anada.
I don't know. I'm a Magic Jack. It's like internet phone lines. Maybe that's it.
So you also were faking and anonymizing your line, and you're admitting to using a VoIP. So we've got strike two. But
no. This is my house line.
Magic Jack is a VoIP. Magic Jack is a VoIP. I don't know why.
Yeah, but I'm not using it. 423-772-4146. That's my house line.
Are you literally? Why would you say that out loud? You now are probably going to have to change your number because you just broadcasted your number live to over 1,100 people watching.
I don't care. I do live my life kind of like an open book. So, you know,
that's a dumbass way to live. And you know what else is a dumbass move? To come into a stream where people like Javon, when you could have called and argued with Javon, you can make your own channel, but you came into basically his house to talk shit about Javon, and now you're calling in on what topic?
I'm not talking shit about Javon. I just have an opinion. I just have an opinion.
And your opinion of him was negative.
That I am distasteful of some of his tactics. Okay.
Okay, so tell that to him. Do you not understand? That's the whole point. Like,
I'm not trying to talk about Jovan. You keep bringing it up.
I'm muting you for the moment. I'm muting you for the moment because you're annoying me. And to get this out, to be clear, I brought up that he literally was shitting on Javon, shit talking Javon in the chat, and his response was, "I wasn't shit talking him. I was just coming to a place he wasn't." To tell people my shit talking. It's not only shit talking if it isn't an opinion. You were sharing your negative opinion. Like, what do you think the phrase shit talking means? And now you're trying to get on and hope to have a good faith conversation about something. So I'm going to unmute you. I want to know first, what is it you think shit talking is that what you didn't count as?
Hello, am I off?
No,
mute?
You're on.
Yeah, I'm off mute. Okay, so, yeah, dude, like, shit. People talk shit all the time, and it's
so you
not
were
like
shit
that
talking.
same thing. What it is you're worried that I came to your feed when Jovan wasn't there, whereas I actually believe that the line is my narrative for Jovan. So there's something along that line.
Where the line is my narrative for Javon.
It is your narrative. It is, Jimmy.
Oh, now it's my narrative. Because you just said my, and now you're saying your. And I think you think your sentence made sense.
No, I'm saying it is your narrative. That's the one that's going to go out. That, you know, the victors.
So what was wrong about what about my narrative was inaccurate to describe that you were shit talking?
That I didn't like really think it was a big deal. I didn't think that was like a huge
Does shit talk? Is it only shit talking if you think it's a big deal?
Huh? No, not at all, dude. Dude, I love you, Jimmy. I love this fucking show.
Weird.
I come
we don't
on
know
every
each other.
Fucking day.
That's some parasocial weird shit. Don't
but
love
I
me.
do.
Don't know me.
I love this channel. I love the work you've done. I love all your.
Put the lotion down.
You know,
what actual topic did you call in on?
Well, I'd like to talk about the necessity for people outside the boundaries of spirituality and in the boundaries of science to maybe like look for things that are hidden. You think hidden variables are? Huh?
Hey, Kyle. I'm glad to see another good old friend from the big screen days. I'm way more interested in that than what is the thing you think I disagree with you on? I miss Dr. Sayus, by the way.
Man.
Andy. Oh, Andy's good too. That's hell yeah. Kyle, you remember that I got my ass handed to me, right? By Skeptic Salad. You remember, right, Kyle? All right. What is it? Anita, what is it you think I disagree with you on? Yeah, you're here. What is it you think I disagree with you on? Anita, what is it you think I disagree with you on? Or
nada. Yeah, you know, no. I think that there is a philosophical realm of spirituality that shouldn't be metaphysical, shouldn't be spiritual, shouldn't be like superstition shit, but that can still kind of like give way to a machination in the universe some way. I don't believe in God. I'm not I'm an atheist. I don't believe God's turning the gears. I think that there are gears existing outside of our realm of knowledge.
What did you have for breakfast?
Beer.
Well, at least you can answer a question directly. What specifically do you think I disagree with you on?
Beer. beer.
Right.
Beer
What
was
specifically do you?
a ginger ale and a beer.
Are you currently drunk?
Probably.
No.
That was a pretty big delay there.
No, I'm just buzzed. I wouldn't say I'm drunk. It's a bad time to call in because I didn't prepare my statements and stuff.
Yeah,
so
true,
and I apologize for that. I wanted to call in some other times when it's more relevant to my case, but I just felt
the weather in
out,
Tennessee?
so I just wanted to. Huh?
How's the weather in Tennessee?
What? It's rain. It rains all the time, dude. It's crazy. Cool. We don't have hard winters anymore in the Appalachians.
Yeah,
it's raining all the time now.
Hallelujah.
Yeah,
well, bye.
It's weird.
Have a good day, Dada.
It's raining, man.
Hallelujah. It's raining, man. Raining, man.
People said they liked my weird attempt at, I don't know, a MAGA voice. Yeah, I don't. What is that?
Pedantry. I finally broke down and started saying it the way people insisted. I like pedantry. It makes more sense.
Oh, wait. When doing that voice is pedantry?
No. When I rounded up, I saw people supporting your rounding up.
I saw that too. I appreciated that though. Actually, I liked Fake Gaming Nerds one where you said, Jimmy, 38 billion. Ari trying her best not to be autist about it. Yeah, round up, Jimmy. You're so autistic. No, I appreciated that. I thought that was funny. Like, it's true. And I don't fault Jimmy for it. I was just trying to last time I was like, he was like, yeah, about 20%. And I was like, it's 18. and then I was like, he's right. That was an unnecessary.
Ain't that some shit?
Unnecessary. And then I tried not to do it again by being like, yes, round it up. And that's
I'm gonna start taking the you know what I'm gonna do is malicious compliance. I'm gonna start way over guessing. So when you're presenting a big number and you feel like you're about to drop a ball, it takes the energy out of it because now you have to deliver the news that it's actually a smaller number, which makes it seem so you're gonna be, did you see how much it costs? I'm gonna be like, yeah, $500 billion. And then you're gonna be like, well, no, I wanted to complain about how it's only 32 billion. But now I feel like it doesn't have the state. I'm gonna start doing that too.
No, you're fine. Come here, Summer. You want to jump up here so bad. Come say hi. Hi, the babies.
Let's try this.
Puppy kisses.
Invisible. You're on the line with Ari and Jimmy. What's up?
No. I just wanted to talk about, I saw that you guys had it on the prompt that MAGA hates women.
True.
Yep.
Though you told the screener something about wanting to solve immigration, I think. Or was that last time?
That was last time.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cool.
That was the last time.
Yeah.
No, this one, so I don't understand how MAGA hates women.
Mm-hmm.
Is that demonstrated through legislation or laws trying to be pushed?
Yep.
Maybe you could argue it for abortion, but I feel like
that would be one of them for sure.
Okay, I feel like the Democrats, though, for a large group of women in this country, feel like the Democrats hate women because they're trying to impose this idea that males can be in women's spaces that we traditionally viewed as female spaces.
Right, yeah.
So...
yeah, that's okay that they feel that way. They're wrong, but racists used to say the same thing about black women,
and also you don't care about things like that.
So,
you voted for the man.
You're okay with males being in women's spaces?
Invisible. Pause. Trans women aren't.
I hear you.
Men,
yeah, that's my name.
So yeah, I know. Shushies.
But you're not acting like you hear us because you're trying to talk over us.
Yeah. So shushies for a moment. So, right, trans women aren't men, so I'm perfectly fine with them being in spaces. I probably wouldn't even blink or notice them, right? I wouldn't take a second look, right? But you also don't care about males being in women's spaces because you voted for the man that bragged about going backstage and Miss Teen USA and Miss Universe pageants. So going into their dressing rooms, literally bragging on Stern,
right?
What?
Literally saying it on Howard Stern that they were getting dressed, meaning that they were unclothed. So
I've seen it all, ladies.
Don't care.
Invisible. What was your? But Invisible. What's an actual first name we can call you?
He never gives it. I don't think.
Invisible.
That's not your first name. Come on, bud.
why can't I roll with invisible?
It's just dumb. It's like you think you're a hero,
Some
like a
guy just
superhero.
came in saying a nada.
All right, we'll call you baby girl. Baby girl.
It works.
Baby girl.
That's fine. What was your? I don't care.
That's cool, baby girl. What was what was your problem with? It just feels so dumb to call an adult human invisible. Like you know what names are, right?
Can I ask baby girl a question?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, baby girl. Can you tell me what part of your bodily anatomy is legislated based off of which state you go to?
Well, there's a federal law that limits my bodily autonomy. If I get
drafted, no, I said which.
That wasn't the question.
So, yeah, like okay.
Well, like if I just change the question, I can answer it, and if I change it to the thing that actually is the problematic distinguishing factor, and ignore it, then I could answer it.
Ignore it entirely. So
I will be curious once you correct him which federal law he's pointing at. But yeah, do go on.
I mean, so can you tell me which part of your bodily anatomy is legislated differently depending on which state you go to? Oh, so there isn't one. Cool.
No.
So in which part of your bodily anatomy is legislated at the federal level? I feel like I'm using too big of words for him.
I don't know the exact law, but I know for a fact that if there's a draft enacted, there are going to be men that are selected.
That's not your bodily anatomy.
Oh, anatomy or autonomy?
I said anatomy the entire time.
Oh, I thought you said... I
finally gave a person a chance to talk about his wiener, and he didn't take it. He's been waiting his whole life. Somebody ask me about my pee-pee, please.
Yeah, baby girl, I said anatomy.
Yeah, but there isn't one. There isn't one.
Yeah, nowhere, not federal and not state. Interestingly, how that happens. And there's only one party that was truly pushing for it, and that was the Republican Party, right? So that's just one thing, right? But we also know that MAGA specifically isn't a fan of women when they're cutting funding for WIC, which literally has women in the title, right? It's specifically for women, infants, and children, immediately to post-birth assistance, financial assistance, especially for those that are at the poverty line or lower, right? So they don't care about women in that instance either. Let's see, and they just did that under this administration, cut the funding for WIC, right? Cut funding for SNAP, but that affects more than just women. What else is there? Oh,
let me ask you this: more. Invisible, true or false, baby girl?
Because they hate women.
Yes, baby girl. Would you say that MAGA, for the most part, thinks that biblical marriage is the correct model for America, and they seek to implement it?
I'll repeat that.
Does MAGA largely wish to implement biblical marriage as the model for American marriage?
I would say more. I would say on average, more than 50% of MAGA people would take that view, yes.
And considering their alignment to things like Project 2025 and now Project 2029, we know that it's actually an active part of what they are trying to put into effect. Do you think biblical marriage would be a positive model for America?
Women?
And America.
Well, what do you mean by biblical marriage? Are you talking about like traditional roles?
No, I'm talking about biblical marriage, as in what the Bible says the institution of marriage is meant to look like.
Oh, where wives submit to their husbands?
Oh, way more than submit to their husbands, but you could start there. Do you believe that the marriages in the Bible were good things? That God's biblical marriage was good, positive?
Well, like when you say biblical marriage, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Can you like
the marriage in the I don't know how to be clearer. Are you a Christian? Do you believe in God?
What's in the Bible, dude?
Yes.
Okay, great. How does the Bible set up marriage? Relative to the man,
between
what is
one man
a woman?
and one woman?
Right, and what is their actual relation? What is their actual relationship? Is it an equal relationship?
Well, the roles are not the same, so they're not equal.
Right. And why aren't they equal? Because in the Bible, as set up by the Bible, a wife is the what of her husband. If this helps you figure it out, we could also do a girl is the same what of her father until marriage. Do you know what that word is? What the word that needs to fill in for what is?
No.
Property. Biblical marriage sets up women to be the property of their husband and the property of their father until marriage. And that is restated in a bunch of places. So people who are going around going, we want to restore traditional biblical marriage, are trying to restore specifically an institution of slavery. And you would go, hey, you're reading too far into that. They don't want to go that far. Except for that now within MAGA is a growing coalition of people also supporting taking away the right to vote to women. Gotcha. And this is a thing that is rapidly growing. I'm sorry, what's that?
I agree with that.
You agree with taking away the right to vote. So you don't think women this is one of those situations, Invisible, like the person we were talking about before, baby girl.
I thought it's
where I don't know whether or not to actually keep debating you or just let you keep representing your positions. Because at this point, we've established you're a misogynist, you're a part of the patriarchy, you want to take the right to vote away from women, and the only way to justify that is in a male superiority complex that you think men are more suited to vote and should run the lives of women. So I don't even know whether to debate you or just go, okay, guys, if you want to reduce women like Baby Girl does here, vote the way Baby Girl does. And if you don't agree with him, vote my way.
Why do you keep misgendering me?
Baby Girl's not a pronoun. And I asked you if I could call you Baby Girl, and you said that was
pronoun girl.
Invisible, you said Invisible Baby Girl. Invisible Baby Girl, you consented to being called Baby Girl. Are you withdrawing your consent?
You said I don't care when asked.
No, you also said go for it.
Sure.
Are you withdrawing your consent?
Yeah. you can keep calling me Baby Girl.
Are you withdrawing your consent
feel better.
If you want to withdraw your consent, I'll start calling you Baby Girl.
You guys wouldn't even know. I don't care.
Oh, well then why'd you bring it up?
You don't care. That's odd.
Okay.
Why are you co-opting a woman's phrase like Baby Girl?
To vote, but...
Cool. Yeah. So you don't believe in democracy. Great. You clearly believe in authoritarianism. You are a literal, actual fascist.
No.
And you're not. And you represent MAGA, right? You believe in MAGA?
I'm not. Well, what defines MAGA?
You. Like are you part of MAGA? Yes or no?
It always breaks down to this. With like, and what? Yeah. Let's define what the word is.
What is and how to use it in a sentence. But I'll just say this. I'll just say this to. I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
about
no
January
one said
6th.
the definition of MAGA are those people who were there on January 6th.
Yeah, that's an odd specific. Anyway. So Jimmy, like, he's proving the point himself when he, who says that he's at least a part of the GOP, right, the grand old party that supposedly MAGA is a part of, says that he doesn't believe women should vote. Well, thank you for proving the point that you hate women. You think that women's voices need to be silenced and that we are less than somehow. So yes, you hate women.
Do you think you should be able to vote?
Well, I don't think most people no.
Why not? What threshold have you not met to be capable of voting?
Well, I just don't, I'm not like a political expert. So I think I'd just be voting.
So you believe the only people who should be able to vote are political experts?
That would be like no one at all.
No.
Jeez Louise.
So who should be able to vote?
No, I don't think that. But, well, let me say this first. I feel like today's voting is who can just gather the most amount of people to believe whatever they say and then vote that way.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump definitely showed it. Nobody's saying democracy isn't perfect. In fact, democracy is terrible. The only thing worse than democracy is everything else. So, Invisible, Baby Girl, you said you don't mind.
Yeah.
Baby Girl, who should be able to vote? I was trying to figure out the PC way to say whites.
No, not just white people. People who somehow earn it, I guess, in a way, through like
how should they earn
voluntary
it?
service to the government, or I don't know. I haven't really thought it through or figured it out quite yet.
Maybe you should do that before you call a debate show.
Well, what I was going to say is, I don't think it makes sense for a 60-year-old person who's gone through so much life, so many experience, seen so many different presidents, different political climates. Their vote should be, I guess, neutralized because some person just turned 18 and graduated high school and doesn't know shit.
Yeah, that's why you have a bunch of people do it. But what happens when the 60-year-old is the idiot and the 18-year-old is correct? You're calling it at 25 years old. And I got to tell you, so far, I don't think you're coming down on the correct side.
You sound like you're maybe 16, honestly.
And if you weigh these votes differently, or say that 60-year-old gets a vote, but that 18-year-old doesn't, but that 18-year-old is in prime tax-paying age, you're basically going to say, hey, we're going to take the money. You do not get a say in how it's spent. So those people, and this is how every time you try to isolate people from the vote, this is how it ends up breaking down, and how it is broken down in America, because even in times we don't have laws against certain people voting, but we make it hard for them to vote, it succeeds, and the group that is prevented from voting gets underrepresented, gets undertaken care of, and the people who are overrepresented in voting, and as such now have millions to billions to now $1 trillion, get overrepresented, get more benefits. All the people that you're mad at, the 18-year-olds and the poor people taking welfare, are not taking it anywhere near from the government what these fucking billionaires and now trillionaire are taking. And you're sitting there and going, nah, these people who are going to be taxed, these people who are going to be working, who are going to be a part of our society, they should not have a say in who represents them and what laws affect them. Cool story. We literally fought a revolution to end the tyranny of people like you.
Well, like I said, I don't think most people should have the right to vote, because I think most voters are idiots. And then also with women, well, they can vote on things, but they can't like enforce it if the things they vote for aren't actually enacted in society.
Why can't they enforce it? Why can't they?
Well, because if men don't want to do what they have to say, then whatever they vote for is
why wouldn't men want to do what they have to say?
Huh?
Why wouldn't men want to do what they have to say?
I have no idea. For whatever
reason. If they're
reason.
Participating together to decide how to best run a society, why would the men not want to enforce things that women voted on?
Because they don't like women?
So you would like to reward that.
I'm just saying.
And you're saying I'd prefer the society that acknowledges that women could be beaten up by men and therefore take away their power because men don't have to listen to them, instead of advocating for the society that goes, women, first of all, on average, are intellectually superior to men. On average, that is true. And second, they come with a separate set of angles and perspectives that make society better. So a collectivist perspective that also includes many people of many races, many ages, and many genders and sexes, and many sexual orientations, is going to create the best, most equitable society. But you want to sit there and go, yeah, but if one group can beat up the rest of the group, which by the way isn't a problem anymore because women can buy guns, the strongest man in the world,
but men have guns
the
too,
strongest man, right, sure, and now it's equal because the strongest man in the world
No, it's still not equal.
Yes, it is, because the strongest man in the world still dies when shot by a 4-foot, 100-pound woman. That's how it works.
Yeah, that 4-foot,
you sit there and you think your
woman would
physical
have to be able to carry the gun. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, how tall are you, Invisible?
Like 6'1".
No, you aren't.
Girl.
Okay, so definitely, baby girl is definitely 5'8".
Okay.
How much do you weigh?
Also, I just want to point out that, like, I'm 4'11" and I weigh 112 pounds, and I can absolutely shoot. And
No, you don't.
Like,
no, you don't.
I don't weigh how much my doctor told me I weigh. Okay, that's interesting.
Cool. I'm 6'2" and 225. I'm 6'2" and 225. I can take you, baby girl, and therefore you should have to do whatever I want. By the way, earlier you were saying that old people should have a heavier weighted vote. But in a fight, who's going to do better? A 60-year-old man or a woman in her prime? Yes, you did. You said a 60-year-old man. His vote, after all that time and experience, should have more weight than an 18-year-old who you think is too inexperienced. But then you switched it to women shouldn't get to vote because men can beat them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can shoot a 1911 just fine, Pookie Pie. So.
I think you might be 5'1".
Majority of guns are held by men anyways. The military is all men. Law enforcement is all men.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Women are a part of society, therefore they should get a say in society. Women are a part of society. Therefore, they should get a part in society because kids have to go through a certain amount of vote. By the way,
why are we not letting kids vote?
We do let them vote eventually when they're capable of making those decisions. We age gate when they can vote. By the way, Invisible, I am all for. You want to lower that? You want to lower that voting age? Let's do it. Let's lower it to 16. Let's do it.
Why not 5? If we're all participating in society, why can't we lower
because 5-year-olds don't have a developed prefrontal cortex nor the logic brain centers of their brain.
So it's not just about participating in society where you should be able to vote. It's about having
yes, there is a minimum thing. We also don't let vegetables vote. Participating in society and being a human capable of considering and representing the information there. And, by the way, 5-year-olds aren't taxpayers.
Okay, so then in order to vote, you have to be able to process certain information and pay taxes?
I'm down with it. As soon as you start paying taxes, you get a vote. I'm down with it. As soon as you are eligible to pay taxes, because obviously there are poor people. That's already the law. Yes, you have to be a U.S. citizen to vote in federal elections. Local elections don't need the same restrictions because our immigrants are a part of our local communities and they should also get a say in it. Why?
That's crazy.
Why?
Not letting U.S. citizens vote? Or I mean,
letting U.S. citizens vote? Letting non-U.S. citizens vote in local elections in their communities? Why would that be a problem?
So tourists can come over and vote?
No. They would still need to be a citizen of their community, or a resident, rather. Well, nobody's saying tourists. A resident. You would have to prove you live there the way it is now. And I have no problem with people in local elections who live in an area, who are there on a green card because they're there as a laborer, who are paying taxes, who are contributing to our society, and this is their home, getting a say in what happens in their home. Why do you have a problem with that?
I'm talking about undocumented. I'm talking about people without legal status and they're undocumented. They should be able to vote. Okay,
undocumented people can't vote because we have to have you documented to record a vote.
In local elections?
How would they vote? They're undocumented.
Wait,
you have to present documents to register to vote.
I know, but you said if they're residents within that community, you don't see a problem with them, with those kinds of people voting.
I never said undocumented. It would be impossible. You have to be documented to register. Now, if a person was here undocumented and they wanted to go become documented and go, hey, I've actually lived here for 4 or 5 years, then you go, all right, great. Well, you're now documented and now you can vote. To vote, you would have to be documented. I'm not saying just let anybody come in and go, trust me, bro, I'm allowed to vote here. We already have an ID verification process that happens at the point of registration. Then we register people to local precincts. We've already audited the system. It's very safe. It doesn't suffer from fraud. And right now we're talking about a change to the system because currently we don't let documented immigrants vote in most cases.
Yep.
Yeah, Jimmy, you're just too far left to have a conversation. Aren't you a communist?
You want to talk about how far left I am? But let's talk about how far away from the initial point. Let's talk about how far away from the initial point you called in on. And now you're trying You're literally trying to jump to another topic because you've lost on everything so far, and every time you hear you're losing on it, you're like, oh, fuck, commie, trans, commie, trans, commie, trans.
I don't give a fuck. But
yes, you do. You literally watch exclusively trans porn. Correct. Women can have penises.
The 1,000 people watching this, I don't give a shit about them.
And
communists that think women.
I'm sorry.
Can have
it's actually 1,500 people. Also, I'm not a communist. I'm a socialist.
Hey, I'm curious. Does baby girl can a man be born with
People
ovaries?
are gonna think I just did a bump of coke. It's they're mints.
What?
It's the powder
Mints.
off of the
I
mint
love it.
pan.
Can men be born with ovaries, baby girl?
Are you talking about intersex people?
Is that what she said? I think she asked a very specific question. Why are you having difficulty answering it?
A man with ovaries? Well,
yes,
it would
can a man be born with ovaries?
No, well, maybe, I don't know.
I think we're just going to have to go with term definitions. Let's start here. Hey, baby girl, what is the definition of communism, since you called me a communist?
Stateless, classless, moneyless society.
Which one of those things would be bad for a society?
Which one of those would be bad for society?
Yeah, if you were able to figure out a way to deliver that, not just rapidly, not just take all the money away tomorrow. You have to replace it with a system. Why would it be bad to live in a system without all those? Great. So what's your problem with the people who are? Why would you throw that out as an insult if you think that the definition of communism is inherently bad?
Like it always ends up.
I'm not a communist. The thing I don't believe we can pull off is statelessness. I think we will have to have a state, possibly indefinitely.
Yeah. I had this conversation actually earlier today that it's like, I like the idea of communism and I can definitely get behind a lot of it. I can't view the concept as happening within reality. And so because I can't view it, I can't get behind it.
Here's the thing that I think is crazy too. These guys all talk so much shit about socialism and they defend capitalism when this guy's calling in and doesn't even want capitalism to extend into our political system, because how could you describe capitalism as fair if you're going to take away the vote from so many people who are participating in capitalism, therefore taking away their influence over regulation? But I should ask first, baby girl, are you a capitalist?
I think there are certain social programs that are needed in the United States. And I think,
are you a capitalist?
I wouldn't. I haven't really thought too much about that. But,
so you're going to throw communist out as an insult, but you don't even know whether or not you're a communist.
Well, I have, one. Well, no, I'm not a communist. But I have one belief that I think would piss off a lot of Republicans. But
what's that, baby girl?
What?
Trans for everyone.
What's your one belief?
What did you just say? Trans for everyone? Fuck no.
Donald Trump said that was a leftist position. Trans for everyone. We're doing trans for everybody.
Nationalizing the production of energy, so oil, natural gas. If the government controlled the means of production and then exported it to other countries and then
that is correct. But socialism is not a thing where you're not a socialist because you believe in one good socialist program. Capitalism rots everything, and the reason you can't have a little capitalism left is as that capital grows in power, it tends to grow in political power and it chips away. So you see places that have the Nordic model, or you have the UK who has a better healthcare system than we have, and their private care system is growing because those people are making more money and they are figuring out ways to turn their money into degradations of their NHS. The NHS is better without the private competing markets. But then you only said energy. I don't know if you see the value in how crazy it is that we make whether you are sick and might die a for-profit business and allow companies to decide whether or not they are going to cover to keep you alive, because keeping you alive is not a goal of the company. Keeping profits up is.
Yeah, I guess. But bringing it back to the whole women thing, I don't hate women. And
no, you definitely do.
If I don't think No, I don't.
What makes you think you don't hate women?
Like, what is hatred if not wanting to take their power away because you think you're physically superior to them?
Well, we are physically superior to them.
No, you aren't.
Males on average,
no, you aren't. Your pain tolerance is lower. You're unable to deliver children. There are many physical aspects to women on average. Not all women can deliver children.
Children thing when you promote killing babies, like.
Except for we're clearly talking about biological differences. So we are, in fact, using a colloquial men and women, and we're talking about male versus female. Your superiority complex is about male versus female, and you think males are inherently physically superior to females because you think physical peak is if you can beat somebody up. Meanwhile, females live longer than us. Their immune systems are stronger than us males. They have higher pain tolerances than us males. They're more capable of physical multitasking than us males are, but you can beat women up. And I'm sure you've tested that. That seems like the kind of thing you would do, baby girl. You literally think might makes right, and therefore you should take the right from them, even though your definition of physical superior is subjective to you. You happen to be a male, so you value specifically the physical traits you consider yourself superior in. And I suspect if I met you, you would be also 4'11" and 107 pounds, and most women can take you.
Wrong. Jimmy, you were like 400 pounds 2 years ago, and I bet you'll put that weight right back on.
No, I wasn't. I was 207.
You're doing now.
I was actually 280 pounds years ago, and it was because I was sick. I had severe bile acid malabsorption that was untreated, as well as severe sleep apnea, and those were making it impossible to lose weight and easier to gain weight. Thank you for bringing that up. I like talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's made a few videos.
Why'd you bring it up and now act like you don't want to talk about it? Is it that you're uncomfortable? You've just been revealed to be both fat phobic and ableist?
You've been just making fun of my height and weight.
So you admit you are 4'11" and 107 pounds. Thank you.
No, I'm not 4'11".
Come on. Will you finally admit you're 5'5" on a good day with your shoes on?
I'm not even... Yeah. But... to think that women should have traditional roles where they take care of a home and help raise a family while the husband goes to work, I don't see a problem with that. I don't know how that's feeding women. I think putting women in the workforce, expecting them to work 40 hours a week, get a higher education, and accrue so much student loan debt, they're going to have it forever. I think that's feeding women.
Then you need to tear down...
The most educated population or demographic in the United States of America is Black women. So, bro, you're way behind on the times.
Also, if you actually have a problem with those things, shut up. If you actually have a problem with those things, baby girl, what you need to do is tear down capitalism, because people don't have a choice but to participate at that point. Weirdness. There's no such thing as being able to be a one income household. And so if you really wanted more stay-at-home moms, you'd advocate for socialism, because there would be more stay-at-home moms. You'd have to get over the fact there'd also be more stay-at-home dads. But you'd have more stay-at-home moms. You'd have to give people the economic freedom to be able to. Instead, you are literally supporting a party that is further dysregulating the wealth transfer of income from the poor to the rich, and then complaining that everybody needs a job. And because women are smarter than average on men, they're going and getting better jobs that require higher intellect.
I don't know what to say to that. If you want a single...
I concede because I lost and clearly I'm not good at this. That would be a good thing for you to say.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, yeah, women can pursue higher education. If they are doing that, fine. But they are accruing. Like, I think you said Black women are the most educated or whatever.
Yep.
But they also have the most amount of student loan debt as well. So
great. Let's make school free.
Let's cancel.
Let's make college free, and let's forgive all student loan debt.
Free everything for Jimmy here. Free everything for Jimmy.
No, sir. Because I make much more money than you, I'd actually be one of the people paying for it.
Yeah, baby girl, I am curious about a question.
But you don't know how much I make either.
Baby girl.
Yeah, but I know I make more.
Baby girl, I got this.
Maybe,
Okay.
probably not.
Baby girl.
Probably
baby
not.
Girl. Hey, baby girl, when was the last time that you
Well, how
touched
much do
a
you make a
woman's
year,
vagina
Jimmy?
outside of your mom's?
10 billion. I'm a billionaire.
Well, then if you're a billionaire, yeah, you have more money than me.
Definitely.
Baby girl.
I'm actually a
Can you hear
trillionaire.
me?
He doesn't care. You're a woman.
I mean, I'm just trying here. Hey, baby girl, can I ask you a serious
What?
question?
Yeah.
Awesome. When was the last time that you touched a woman's vagina outside of your mom's?
Like 2 weeks
He
ago.
was a
I'm
C-section
married.
baby. He never touched a vagina.
Oh, when did you stop beating your wife?
Never started it.
You can't
He has-
prove that. When did you stop beating your wife?
He'd need a wife.
I can't. Wait, what'd you just say?
According
I
to
can't
him,
prove?
he said he's married, so that's why I thought I'd put that out
Can
there.
I talk to your wife?
She's not here.
Yeah. Is she ever?
Ooh.
She's
Hey,
traveling right now.
Visible. Is she to another school
You
in
let her
Canada?
Wait, Jimmy, are
travel
you married?
alone?
Jimmy, are you married?
I have like 10 wives.
He's obsessed with
I'm
these
Mormon,
one of them on
remember?
the phone.
Polygamist. Okay.
Jimmy.
Put one
Here you
on
go.
the
Here's the
phone.
first one. Here's the first one. I'm
Listen.
putting her on right now.
Hello.
Sorry, she's deaf, so she's doing sign language.
Hi, can you hear me? Hello?
Sounds like a Japanese e-girl. Okay, what was the...
You're a very
wrong with
silly
that?
boy, baby girl. Very silly. All right, well, baby girl, this has been pointless. Have a good night.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Okay, thanks.
I know you want to, but I don't think he's open to it. So
He's thinking about it a lot.
He was like obsessed. Like there ain't no way he's touched a woman's vagina outside of his mom. So
Never touched a pussy since my mom. I think he was. I don't think he touched hers. I think he was a fucking C-section. And
Yeah, that's
formula
probably
baby.
true.
No titties either.
I am glad that
No.
got a laugh from people. So you're welcome. I appreciate that, guys.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know why
let
he
me
thought
fix-
Japanese. I just was doing words.
The one time Luthien isn't producing, by the way.
Ah,
My partner actually usually is available on a mic. But this time is not.
well, I thought I'd play along for a moment.
It all works out. Bum, 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 ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. Maybe he'll have sex one day and he'll be like, I don't feel like being such a fucking piece of shit anymore. And then he'll look over at the Hoover vacuum that he just fucked and went, I'm back in. Let me see if this will work. I'm having to fix some things. We had some issues and some
That's
things.
funny, Amanda.
All right. Xavier is back with a brand new track.
Brunch.
What do you want, man?
Hello?
Yo.
Good evening.
Thanks for giving pronouns this time. It's appreciated.
Why?
Hello?
Because you know why? They twisted my arms. They twisted my
Yeah.
arms
They
while I
yeah,
was
they
calling.
did real
I
hard.
have to get. I had to give a pronoun to get through.
Beta!
It's like crossing the, like right now. It's like it's
Yeah.
it's too many rules coming into your chat. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So
You
many
guys are-
rules.
And it's
are
really,
doing the
I
same
mean,
thing
it's really
that you
hard.
guys
It's
are
really
fighting
hard to
about.
keep track of, too. It's not like you're like walked through it, but we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Xavier's right. There was actually a threat. They were going to drone his home if he didn't give pronouns, so he had to this time. Thank you, Xavier.
That's
Xavier's
what
pronouns
you guys would love
Yeah.
to do that. Wouldn't you
Is that
guys
what-
love
No,
to
I
do
don't
that? The Dumbs would love to
believe
do
in
that, right?
Killing people.
I don't know.
You guys support you chuckled. The
Hey,
lady
everybody.
that's
Hey,
laughing
Xavier,
on
Xavier,
the
Xavier,
side,
Xavier,
wherever
Xavier.
she is.
Xavier,
Yeah,
raise your
I'm
hand if you've
laughing
been
at the
part of an
obvious joke.
insurrection.
Go ahead.
I said my piece. What do you want, Xavier?
For
Okay.
someone as autistic as
No,
I
I'm
am,
just
like
wa-
I
I just
understood
want to
that was
remind
an
you guys.
obvious joke.
I just want to remind.
Xavier doesn't recognize
he asked
anything
me a
obvious.
question and you keep cutting.
True.
You
That's
keep
true.
cutting me off.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. I just wanted to remind you, both of you,
Right.
and
Okay.
your chat, that we still
Okay.
live in the best country in the world.
Disagree.
By
Right.
what metric?
That's
what
the point
metric?
of this call.
Yeah,
By
disagree.
what metric?
In every metric in the world. In
Like,
every
name
metric
one.
in the world.
Name
Name
one.
one.
We could do finance. We could do energy.
What about finance?
We just had the World Cup. Listen.
Specifically, what in finance?
Let me finish before you cut me off.
You started with finance. I don't care. Specifically, what in finance?
Hold on.
There's nothing for me to hold on to. Specifically, what in finance?
I went ahead and muted Xavier to assert my domination over his beta ass. And Ari's as well. So Ari, if you want to articulate your full question, we will see if Xavier, since he's calling in, and we're just trying to get the specifics, and now he wants to talk about the World Cup, which America lost.
Right. Yeah,
do you think we won because Donald Trump insisted on being on the stage with the Argentinians? Was it Argentina who won?
Spain.
I remember. Spain won with the Spanish.
That was so funny that he's like,
here I am again on my own.
You watch like the German broadcast of the final game in the FIFA World Cup. I watched like a snippet of it, of course. And so they were showing.
I look like I watched that? Are you kidding me?
I forgot you don't. Neither did I. I watched it.
Did they score a lot of units?
No. So what happened was in the German broadcast, like the German broadcasters were calling out the fact that what's his face that is leading the World Cup, or the guy that runs FIFA, whatever, puts the trophy. Yeah, put the trophy in Trump's hands, and like Trump was holding it while they were watching the game because he's all excited because he gets to give out the trophy, for hosting it in North America, I guess. And so it was just really funny watching him give it, and then all of the Spain members were like, "Okay, go away now, sad old man," and then every single image that was posted out there on major news networks edited him out of the picture.
All right, well, no, Javon, we didn't figure out how performative you are. Anita came and didn't want to talk business when he got on air.
No,
we're gonna bring Xavier back on. So since you won't present a metric, I'll present a metric that we are not the best in the world on. The metric of number of presidents actively in office who are pedophiles. Okay, here you go, Xavier.
So you guys cut me off. I just want to say one thing about the World Cup. I wasn't talking about the games or anything.
I don't give a shit about the World Cup. We did you not understand that?
No. It's not about the World Cup.
Line that we don't care about it.
It's about the
Why
whole.
Would you even?
But don't cut me off.
What about the people?
I'm gonna cut you off.
Cut me off.
What about the people? I'm actually curious.
He's Xavier's already done this. He's going to bring up that people came here and they were in awe about things in America. Most of it was food.
You don't like immigrants.
They were like, the food here is crazy. Oh my God. You get such big sodas and the ice cream portions.
Why are you going to cut me off? Because I'm saying something good about our country.
Oh, I'll tell you why, Xavier. I'll tell you why. You're asking me the question. If you're going to ask me the question, let me answer, Xavier. I'm going to answer your question, Xavier.
Why are you asking me
a question if you don't want me to answer, Xavier?
No. Because you're asking me a question. Let me answer my question.
You asked me a question. I have to answer it.
Let me do it like that.
All right, I muted you again. Xavier asked the question why I'm cutting him off, and I want to answer. It's my right as an American, the greatest country in the world. The greatest country in the world. Xavier, you called before. I don't respect you. You're a piece of shit. That's why I keep interrupting you.
I feel like
you've never engaged in good faith one time. You only engage in terrible faith. And you make claims. You don't come with evidence. We ask you for follow-ups, and you immediately go, but people came from the World Cup, and they thought that the food was good, and that proves that we're the greatest country in the world.
I think it's... But Jimmy, I think it's funny that any right-wing or MAGA person specifically that, voted for Trump because of mass deportation. It's like, look at all of these people that came into the United States and said that they enjoyed the food. Isn't that awesome? Like, you don't like immigrants. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to hear it from you. You voted for them to not be here, so.
That beep means you're unmuted.
They enjoyed everybody. They enjoyed everybody. They enjoyed us.
Yeah.
They enjoy the United States of America. And they do not comprehend. They do not understand why you guys are complaining.
Watch the World Cup.
We muted again because he's just bad at this. I remember the booze. I remember the booze. I also remember them going, I'm really looking forward to going back home to my NHS.
Yeah, there was that too. But I mean, like outside of the stadium when they were showing Trump like carrying out the trophy, that people were recording and live streaming it, and they literally flipped off and they were booing him from outside of the stadium because that's how much they don't like the US because of Donald Trump. Like, bro.
And which cities were these in again?
Fuck. Oh yeah. Los Angeles, New York City, San Francisco. They were mostly all blue cities. Wait, I'm sorry, not mostly. All of them were blue cities.
What was Atlanta one of them?
Yeah.
And then I think there was a Florida one. So
Florida would have been Miami.
Literally, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, people from across the world came to Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, LA, Miami, Philly, New York, San Francisco, and Seattle. They only went, okay, I don't know about Kansas City. I'm pretty sure that's pretty blue, but how blue is Kansas City?
Which Kansas City?
Well, it's only going to be the good one.
Missouri?
Yeah, it's not going to be. What, do you think it was going to be Kansas City, Kansas? Come on. Ari.
Quentin Lucas is a Democrat, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it is blue. It is blue. So, and by the way, I don't support the way that was too many cities, and they often fuck over a lot of residents when those things happen. But literally, it's like when we go to fucking North Korea, and North Korea is like, look how great these staged grocery stores are. We literally spent billions of dollars to make blue cities, and some of these aren't just blue. Some of these are like progressive ass blue. Y'all don't know about Dallas? Y'all don't know about Houston? Bruh. LA, San Fran, are you guys? And then Seattle? We literally came and went, do not go to the red places. They'll kill you. Do not go. You are not, as an immigrant, safe leaving these towns. Stay in these towns. Stay in these states.
See, that's the thing. I don't think that there's any stadium outside of maybe Tallahassee that is a red city. And I don't even know if Tallahassee is red. Actually, I think Tallahassee has a Democratic mayor. Now I'm going to look that up.
So to be clear, I'm going to take you off mute here in a second. Xavier, you think that America is great because immigrants came to Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Seattle, and saw the best that America has to offer, a bunch of Bernie-ass fucking cities. There's your unmute, beep.
Yeah, he's a Democrat.
Every time I talk, you guys put me on mute.
True, that's true. That's true.
You gonna respond?
You're boring.
You guys put me on
Xavier,
mute because you know what? I'm making a point, and you guys.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna mute you again. You're now muted again, Xavier. If you would engage the actual topics and you would stay on them and you'd go good faith and you wouldn't try to just go off and make some fucking propaganda ass preaching Republican missionary bullshit point, you would have a good time here. So just so you know, if when I unmute you, you instead want to once again talk about muting instead of the topic that was just presented to you, we're just going to move on from your boring ass. And that ass is boring. Boring as fuck. Okay, Xavier.
Doesn't even have an ass. It's probably flat as fuck.
Flat assed. We're going to find out. Xavier, you going to actually engage or are you just going to complain about being muted?
You're weak. That's why you keep me on mute all the fucking time.
Okay, thanks, babe.
You just can't engage.
Thanks, sweetie pie. I don't care. Like, what did you think was going to happen? I told you what was going to happen. All you got to do is engage. Engage for real.
He can't engage in a conversation. Like, I asked him, like, okay, what about finance? Like, break it down. And he's just like, I want to talk about the World Cup. What? That's not what he said. I want to talk about finance. Like, I'm the numbers person. Please tickle my brain.
In every metric. And the World Cup, which happened in a bunch of blue-ass progressive towns with billion. Yeah, you guys are right. Leave flat asses out of this. If it makes you guys feel any better, I have negative ass.
I'm sorry.
I got no ass.
I don't have a big one, but at least I have a butt. I don't know.
Fucking brag. Let's see. What's this person? Not registered. That doesn't matter.
That's a weird way to say it.
There should be capitalism to get people to do a little more, but we should have our basic needs. We're literally going to be it's going to be one of those like, okay, so you just don't know anything about any of them.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try. We'll try. This is going to be tedious, Jay. I might go and get a snack and let Ari explain it all to you. Jay, in Jay, where are you? What town? What state are you in?
Texas.
Jay in Texas is on the line. Jay, what are your pronouns?
They and them.
Are they really?
Yes.
All right. People like you often call and lying about it. Is why I asked. All right. Well,
I wanted to say I think Trump. I mean, he's doing good in the sense of, if you want freedom for the world, then you would want the U.S. dollar to not be the reserve currency. Because the U.S. dollar is what's hyperinflating all the other world currencies. And it's just like in that movie Rollover from 1981. They're trying to
Jay, did you forget what you told the screener you were calling in on, and now you're trying to go with like some sort of accelerationist nonsense of like, well, I think you guys would like this. I think you guys would like this because when he collapses the American economy and does so rapidly instead of a well-planned out transition state and just does it by being reckless as fuck, when that causes the U.S. dollar to collapse and we have to switch to another currency, the eventuality after so many people go through poverty and death and starvation will be, different income, and it definitely won't be a different empirical society.
Well, no, it won't be good for an income, and people don't have to go through that if they know what's coming. But that's the thing, like you try to tell people about it.
It's too dumb.
And
I'm gonna go get a snack.
Most people don't.
Okay.
Most people don't get it because
don't get
the U.S.
what
dollar.
Exactly?
Well, that's the only good thing that's really good about the U.S. now, and that's why still millions of people still come over here, is because the dollar, the purchasing power of our dollar, when they send it back, it gets more than their own currency. And imagine if you were in Mexico getting paid a couple of pesos a day, and that barely makes. Oh,
no, I don't think you know what that means, right? So, like, the pound, right? For example, do you know what the pound is?
That's the British, right? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
So the British pound, right, is valued higher than US dollar. Just because the USD is valued higher than, let's just say, the Argentine pesos, doesn't mean that it holds its value better overall. And if you're against like the USD, like, do you support BRICS?
I support the idea that they have that there should be a basket of currencies based on tangible resources instead of what the U.S. dollar is based on, which is oil, and that's why we have the problem we have now with our economy.
We don't necessarily the value of our dollar is not based off of oil. That's the petrodollar. That's an idea of the petrodollar, which petrol can be purchased in Chinese yuan. Petrol can be purchased in the dinar. Like they use it and they pay for it in multiple different variants of currencies. Do a lot of countries utilize USD? Yes, but that is not the only currency that you can utilize to purchase petrol. It just really depends on who you're purchasing it from, how you're purchasing it, and what banks you're routing it through. The United States does not have a monopoly on banks, right? So that's what
we don't.
The USD is not tied to oil.
Well, it's the petrodollar to OPEC, and once we got off the gold standard, that's what increased the inflation rate. And then instead of one parent having to work, then you have to have two parents, and then things started to double up.
Yeah, can you show me that correlation causation?
Well, say 1964. That's also when they got rid of the silver. And if you look at during that time frame and the amount of products that were made and how much they cost compared to the products now,
do you know what the words are that I just said?
Product. Like,
this is his long way of saying no, he cannot.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm like, do you understand the words that I just said?
Well, I want to ask you a question. What is money?
Your words were in
It's a social construct. Money is a social construct.
So So tangibles and resources you wouldn't consider money. Like if instead of saying the government giving
gold,
us
the
money,
value of gold and the value of silver are also social constructs.
well, this is what I'm saying. Money is a resource. Silver and gold, copper are resources. We need a lot of silver
Social
for the missiles that they're using.
Do you know what a
but
social
at the same
construct
time they're
is?
used. But at the same time they're used in the missiles that they're using right now in Iran. Silver's used a lot in computers and electronics. Same with gold.
I'm going to take that as a
copper.
no. You don't know what a social construct is. You don't know what
yes, I do know what
correlation
yes, I
causation
do.
is.
Yes, I do.
Okay, then
yes,
I don't understand why you just didn't respond when I was asking that question.
Well, okay. Do you believe currency is a store value?
No, we have assigned value.
So do you believe we should have economy based on a store value?
No, I don't believe in a capitalistic society.
So that's what I'm saying. If we had a socialist society, instead of money, they would give you commodities: a house, water, food. Those are also money. Instead of giving you some type of
It's not
income,
money because we wouldn't have money assigned to it. We wouldn't have a value of the dollar assigned to it, so it wouldn't be like that would be bargaining.
Yeah, but
it wouldn't.
The basic. But
even the concept that they're giving it to you is also not the same as in capitalism. They'd be giving it to you for private use, not for personal ownership.
Which again,
you're not owning,
it's not as
you're not owning nothing.
The only person that is assigning value is you, right? So like Jimmy and I both believe that the right to housing is a basic human right. Access to housing, access to water, access to food, access to healthcare. Those are all basic human rights. And so therefore they don't need a price tag attached to it. We would be better off if we took away the price tag in totality and didn't have one anymore, right? So every time that you are saying something that, every time you're saying something that means it has a value, Jay, stop.
A price tag doesn't have to be monetary.
You're giving it a value, right? No, so I don't think you're missing something.
Is a value to one person?
Jay. When I'm saying, right, that these things are basic human rights.
Luthien, we can hear you.
They wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Hi, Luthien. When we're saying these things are basic human rights, that means that they don't have a value assigned to them, and they would be given to people because they need it in order to survive, right? You need it in order to live. Therefore, it has no value. It is what you could call priceless if you want. All right? But you keep saying that it has value when you give it to people, and that's not what we're saying. It is priceless. There is no value. You cannot put a price tag on it. You cannot say it's worth something unless you are saying that it's worth that person's life.
This is why I said time, because a loaf of bread only has so many calories, and that's the value. A house only has so many rooms. A flat only has so many rooms. Water only has so many liters.
It has no value. These are resources that are required in order for people to live. So therefore, they should not have a price tag attached to it. They should not have a value attached to it. The fact is that the value that they have is just in the fact that they're able to provide necessities to the people, right? Basic necessities in order to live. If that's the value you want to say, then fine. That's the value of human life. Do you not value human life?
No, I value human life, and that's what I'm saying is the problem with the dollar and then the compounding interest on the system that we have is the basic needs that we had before we got rid of the gold standard and even the silver, and even now with the copper in 1982, since we detached from the real hard currencies, which, like you said, food, water, energy, shelter, those are hard currencies. Those are stuff that I can give to you. They're not
currencies at all.
You could make a currency is just a form of value of somebody. Like somebody looks at it, is like, thank you for giving it to me. That's something that I can use.
Again, I've already explained this, right? In my worldview, these things are valued in the same way as of human life, right? So which means it's priceless and you cannot put a price tag on it. right? Because we brought it down to my level, and I explained this to you very clearly. I don't know why you keep trying to say it has value. I'm talking about the proper allocation of resources to make sure that people can live in the world. And you're not even explaining what a currency is correctly either. And earlier when I said, can you show the correlation causation to the ending of the gold standard, right? To the inflation rising, you never answered that question. And that's what I was trying to ask you. Do you know what a correlation causation is?
Yes, I do. And the correlation is just like in the reason why I use hard currencies is because that's the way the Soviets used them when they sold the grain to get technology from the U.S. to build up the USSR.
That's called bartering.
They sold it on the U.S. stock market. That's what that's the only that was their only wealth.
I gotta say, Jimmy, I'm saying hi to Godless Engineer, and it was a pleasure meeting him in person.
Oh, that's cool. What is the usefulness of this dumbass conversation that you want to be
zero?
Ari's by Jay. You want to be pedantic about what does and doesn't count. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking. You fucking moron. I just started talking and you jumped in. I don't care about your pedantry surrounding what is and isn't currency, what is and isn't good. You called in telling our screener a completely totally different topic. Then you switch to an accelerationist bullshit topic that we should like, that Donald Trump is doing negative things to the dollar rapidly, and basically that he could ruin our economy because we're supposed to be stoked that by him ruining it, not tactically, or not changing the value of the dollar tactically and transitionally, we should just be stoked about it. Like this whole fucking thing, there is zero value to. Now you want to argue about terms that you keep showing you don't even fucking understand, and then want to talk down to us about us needing to be educated.
Yeah.
What actual point do you want to discuss that we have a disagreement on that isn't stupid fucking, and I consider this thing and that thing and blah, 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 and you won't even have true blah, 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 and you're a communist, which once again, second caller tonight, I am not. Are you the same caller from earlier who called me a communist, Jay?
No, I'm not the same caller that called you.
So you're just also dumb and assuming that I'm a communist for what reason?
I'm not assuming you're a communist because
yes, you are.
I believe in that theory. I believe in that theory, and you say you believe in that theory, but you don't know the fundamental simple things that somebody would know about it.
What is your evidence that I'm a communist because you called me a communist?
You talk. Well, no, you said it yourself. You were.
No, I didn't.
And I'm saying, well, if he's a fellow
I didn't. I literally said I'm not a communist. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have to mute him again. Jay can't follow simple tactics. I've had to mute him again because he's now trying to filibuster to hope that he can get out of how stupid he looks right now. Not only did I not say I was a communist, I said specifically I can't count myself amongst the communists because I think statelessness is an unachievable goal. I don't think we can actually hit statelessness. I am, however, a socialist. Communism is a subset of socialism. But as not all rectangles are squares, all squares are rectangles. Did Javon just show up because he wants to argue about whether or not it's a subset? Anyway, Jay, there's your correction. I hope you thank me for it.
So what do you think if Kamala Harris was in power? How would she make people look at our system the way Trump looks at?
I'm sorry, what name did you say?
You tell me how to say it. You correct me. How do you say it?
I don't even know who you're talking about. I would have to know who you're talking about in order to correct you.
Well, if Mrs. Harris was elected instead of Mr. Trump.
I don't know if she adopts
married,
Mrs.
right?
Yeah, but people get to decide if they like that honorific.
Yeah, she was always Miss Harris because she...
Ms.
Yeah, she kept her maiden name.
Yeah, Ms. Harris. It's easier to remember, Jay.
We don't know her.
It'd be better if you had been a Ms. Carriage. It rhymes.
Yeah, but I don't believe in killing the workers' babies like y'all capitalists do.
I'm sorry. Do you know what a miscarriage is?
Killing the poor.
Do you know what a miscarriage is?
Yeah, I know what a miscarriage is, and
Did
I
you say you believe in killing the poor?
I
think he's saying we believe in
killing the workers, baby. You believe in it, though. You believe in killing the poor, right?
I do believe in giving people the autonomy to choose whether or not to be pregnant. You are right about that.
I'm sure. That's why there's no union.
And you believe in taking
abortions all the time. Just a friendly reminder, rich people have abortions all the time.
Rich people only have children if they want to have children.
Yeah, because you know
Senators
why rich
in
people have
Congress
abortions?
pay for abortions all the fucking time.
You know why they do? You know why they do?
Cheat.
Because they don't want...
They cheat.
Yeah, but no. And because they don't want that kid to go marry somebody who could rise up from the workers class. And that's what you've been... stopping.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
From rising
that's
up.
Right. That's why rich people get... No, you're right. That's why rich people get abortions. Because what if that kid marries me?
That's what I'm saying.
You nailed it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Jay, trust me. That's always Jay, trust me. I know that's what you're saying.
Yeah, because
I know. I agree that's what you are saying. Sure. Yeah, Jay, and listen, Jay, you and me are in total agreement. Isn't the best type of evidence anecdotal and vibes?
Isn't the best type of evidence anecdotal? If you go
anecdotal
off
and vibes,
you need to go deeper.
Anecdotal?
You need to go
anecdotal
deeper.
And vibes.
The reason why I'm saying this though is because the abortion topic has always been pushed by the rich for that very reason. They don't want somebody to love somebody who's poor and then help them up. And it's the poor work. That's why they focus on the poor. That's why why I don't agree with abortion, because they focus on the poor.
No more abortions.
And
also, you know what? No more working women and no more women voting. Am I right, Jay?
Who says women can't? No. Who says women can't vote and who says women can't work? I believe that they should do all that. It's just why.
But you just complained.
But they shouldn't be able to decide But they shouldn't be able to decide if they want to be pregnant or not.
Or if they're
they're deciding on it because Ari's talking about money. Is it very expensive? Or if we had all our needs met, you think people would be okay with having more kids?
Some of them, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
If we lived in a socialist society, you would probably see birth rates go up, but not dramatically. Yep. You would also see unwanted pregnancies. I'm not done, Jay. You'd also see unwanted pregnancies plummet.
Yep.
So right now, our problem isn't pregnant or not. Our problem is unwanted pregnancies and the fact that we set people up to get them, give them shit education, and we don't give them access to cheap or free birth control. And realistically, it should be free for everybody. And so they're having lots of unwanted pregnancies, and we're trying to stop them from terminating those unwanted pregnancies. Yep. Because that is specifically what abortion is trying to regulate, not pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies. So in a socialist society,
what makes the mindset
abortions would go down, but total number of pregnancies would probably also go down because unwanted pregnancies would plummet.
But what is the moral idea, or not the moral idea, the concept and the thought that gives them that, they need to have it unwanted? Because my theory is because of how expensive everything is. Right?
I think Jay thinks that those words in order made sense. I don't know, man. I think some people don't want to be pregnant because having a parasite grow in your body and then have to go through a tiny little hole sounds really unpleasant.
Fucking horrible, honestly.
That's interesting.
I get freaked out by having too large of a shit. And that doesn't take me 9 months to rectify.
Is it a symbiotic relationship?
By the way, we've literally had biologists, and I think they're called parasitologists, in the comment sections after these shows point out they are literally by definition parasites.
Yes, they do not give back.
And doctors, right? Scientists and doctors from the medical
I am a doctor, actually.
Elitist. That's very elite speak. They're looking at just
elite see.
And we need to get rid of them.
Yeah, it is. I will say it's very elitist when speaking about medical and scientific topics.
I did that wrong.
To quote scientists and
like
doctors.
That. The way you use the word parasite, word parasite, because that's the way. That's the way the corporations look at it. That's why they talk about AI. Just a bunch of parasites. That's why I say useless eaters.
Yeah, I the number of it's funny because I'm very cued into AI news, and it's crazy how you always hear the word parasite thousands of times at every AI lecture. I mean, it's the only word they say, really.
Because, Jimmy, you know, like, I think there was the last comment that said you're probably like secret MAGA and everything. Because I always believe the abortion thing is always pushed by conservatives.
I'm definitely secret MAGA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
100%. You got it.
I love Trump. You exposed me.
Oh, no.
You exposed me.
Like every
I'm
time.
secret
you like
MAGA.
the idea.
No, Jay, I'm
like
trying
the
to take it
idea.
over. I'm
You
trying
like
to take
that
over
rich man
MAGA.
idea.
I'm gonna run.
You
I'm
like
gonna
that
run
rich
as
man
MAGA.
idea.
Jay, if
You
you're
like
so
that rich
opposed
man
to,
idea.
hey Jay,
I do. I like
so,
that rich man idea.
Jay, if you're so
bet
opposed
you
to
do.
abortions, hey Jay, if you're so opposed to abortions, why don't you just make the terms of Roe v. Wade and Casey federal law and legislation so that every state has to oblige by it?
If I'm so pro-abortion, like I said, it's not my...
No, I didn't say pro-abortion. I said you are so against abortions that you should make it federal law that the original terms of Roe v. Wade and Casey are at the federal level that states then have to abide by instead of having different laws based off of which state you go into.
Yeah, but that you're not going to have that happen because the reason why they want it by states is because it's also capitalism too. You can make more money, and you could if it's supply and demand type stuff. That's all this.
I learned buzzwords.
Every political thing is money.
I have a question. I have a last question for Jay. I want to explain because you think that I secretly want to. Jay, I got a question. I got a question. I'm curious because you're saying that I'm secret MAGA, and really what I'm interested in is the rich man thing. A few years ago, I had this channel, The Line, which is the other channel, and I had this channel, and I was doing a lot of solo content on this channel. And that channel, that solo channel, was making a lot more money than The Line was. But because The Line, I felt, was following a mission that was much more worthy of my time, that it was better for people and would be a better extension of activism, I actually stopped doing that solo channel and took a huge pay cut to be able to do profit sharing with other people with similar activist inclinations, making none of us rich, paying enough for some of us to be able to pay our bills. Anybody who's here full time is paid a livable wage, and a fair one at that. So I'm curious what your evidence is, since I'm in it for the money, but what I just described to you is actually like as much public record as public record could be, since it happened on YouTube. You just go watch my whole saga and canon. I'm curious what that evidence you have for that assertion you made was.
It's just that's a crazy story. It's just an honest businessman who found his morals and realized I need to come back to my roots. This sounds like
ew, you made it sound so gay.
Because it kind of is, you know. Just
the way
hold
you
it
put
with
it.
your chest
Ugh.
if you don't like poor people.
God, I'm only telling the story that way in the month of June.
Just hold it with your chest. You know what I mean?
You literally just turned that story into what I would make my Grindr bio. I might. I'm gonna reactivate my Grindr and make it my bio.
You should, dude. But don't even use the word gay as an insult because that's not right. Don't use that as an. You don't like gay people, dude. That's just
sometimes
crazy.
Things are too hetero, and sometimes things are too gay.
That's wild that you say that, dude.
Jay, are you a straight man? Jay, are you a straight man?
That's wild that you say that.
Jay, are you straight? Are you straight?
No.
So why are you worried as a queer person how another queer person uses the word gay?
Oh,
because
weird.
Dude, you're using it as an insult, dude.
Why can't I send a message?
I didn't use it as an insult.
The left
you
and
literally
right
said
use
you're
that
queer.
as an insult, and you think that is somehow like okay.
No.
Well, you think people.
I'm not using gay as an insult. Too gay. Too gay though.
Too gay.
Yeah.
Gay, dude.
Are things
Put
sometimes
any
too
other
hetero?
Word in there and use it. Put any other word in there and use it, and see if that's okay.
Too park bench.
Okay, to put any other word in there that they call forbidden words on the internet. Do that and see if it sounds right. But tell me why.
Wait, but gay is not a forbidden word on the internet.
I know, right? But yeah, both of y'all.
No, wait. What do you mean? No, right? If gay isn't a forbidden word on the internet, why would I specifically bring in
the reason why
forbidden
it's not,
words?
dude? Is because the reason why it's not, and the reason why this is why I say you're probably like a fake leftist is because why would you use an insult if you know that insult or the way that word is used. So you don't think the way the word is used and the way you used it is somehow like, hey, dude.
Jay, I told you I liked it so much, I'm making it my Grindr bio.
You have been using words this entire time, Jay, that you don't know the meaning of. So, like,
no, I'm liking it. I'm loving the lecture from a person who has shown at every step of the way they are a patriarchal, misogynistic piece of shit, telling me, a queer man, that I'm not allowed to say something was too gay.
I'm not patriarchal or misogynist. I believe,
for sure.
If dude.
Hey guys, can I get a 1 in the chat if this call is getting way too gay?
If you believe somebody should have to work all day.
Two queer men going back and forth. At some point, someone's going to call this catty.
And I mean, and a queer woman. So I mean, yeah, it's a little. Ugh! It's a little.
Can we get a straight in here? Is there a single straight in the building? Ugh!
I'm confused about that. Like,
yeah, I know you are.
We can tell.
Doesn't make any sense. No, but it doesn't make any sense how that's a joke.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like
3 queer people walk into a bar. How many queer people are in there?
By the way, would you do me a favor, Jay? Are you black?
No.
Okay, would you call in and tell Javon to stop making black jokes? Because it's really just not cool.
I have one of my children's moms say it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Say what?
Tell her if it's okay. I mean, don't you use that?
So you do agree? You do agree as a white man that he should stop making black jokes, but you're going to go try and find one of your black moms to tell him?
Well, I don't even like using the. I don't even think that they should be using the N-word because the N-word is not
a white guy, you believe black people should not be using the N-word? Do go on.
Well, why would you want to call yourself that? I don't even tell my boys to use that. I'm like, you don't work in the field.
Oh, they do. They have the my friend version of it.
I know, but they don't say it like they don't call themselves that, right? Like they're not saying to them that like their own person.
Yeah,
sorry,
that
was a very. I'm so sorry. That was a very dumb moment of mine.
It's so hard to not start throwing around F slurs right now because I don't do those on air. But as a queer man, it is my word.
It's not promoting it.
Is that what it is?
Promoting it.
Jay,
is that what it's doing?
Sorry. I have to be. I'm sorry. If you don't want me to be super serious for a second, you're going to have to hang up on him because I'm like, Jay, it's about taking back the word that has been utilized to oppress people. It is their word. They are re-owning it as a form of breaking out of oppression. Shut the fuck up.
And you know what? I also like that it punishes the oppressors. You don't get to use it.
Yes, exactly.
And now it's
a word that was told to them. Why would you want to use a word that was told to you?
When I'm talking about gay, queer, the F slur.
Sir, like, Jay, this happens.
Why are you asking white people to explain to you why black people would want to do that? Shouldn't you ask a black person?
Well, also that, but I'm also talking about the word gay or the F word, like you're saying. Like,
it's the same thing.
They agree with you.
Why use it if it's promoting something that's a negative?
What is it promoting?
I'm talking about what the word used, with the way they used it was always to be derogatory.
Will you be quiet for a moment? I need to send Javon a message. Hey, have you ever talked to Jay? Hey, I'm talking. I told you I'm talking. Have you ever talked to Jay? He's called him before as Ray from Texas. He's right now explaining to us that queer people shouldn't use the word gay however they want, and you, a black person, shouldn't use the N-word, that you're promoting something bad. I just wanted your thoughts. I'll play them on air if you tell me. Just tell me if the voice note's clear to play on air.
Oh my God, I know exactly who he is now.
Who J Ray is?
Yeah.
Ray J?
Because I just posted a video, like it was an older one, right, from your channel that was like Ray met facts for the first time or whatever the fuck. That's him.
I like that you guys have such bad instincts in chat. I was literally cutting off Ari because she was a white person trying to explain the N-word thing to a white person.
And that's totally
I was doing
fair.
it on purpose.
I don't care. Yeah,
I don't think you were doing anything bad. I was literally saying, like, don't fall for him asking us to explain black issues to him. Just because he asked us a question doesn't mean he deserves an answer.
I just had a whole moment too.
Is that the cat you're torturing in the background?
Poor kitty.
Come on, Ray J. Who's that? Hey, who's that?
Are you asking? You're tokenizing the woman that you're tokenizing?
You're getting us a friend to put on the phone?
No, they're just talking to me about what's going on.
Are they telling you you're doing a great job?
Yeah. No, they don't even know what I'm doing. They're in their own business.
You're doing a great job. Luthien, will you resubmit the Felix banner info? Click the screen because that was all broken for Jess. Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
You're pretty bad at
this. Super bad.
Pretty bad.
Oh, Javon's here. Luthien, will you switch Javon in over me?
Ooh.
Oh, he was here, then he left.
Javon.
All right.
Hi, friends.
Jay, you gotta talk to Javon. Luthien, if you'll switch in Javon.
Javon from Canada, right?
What the fudge buckets?
Joe Mom's from Canada.
I heard I couldn't say the N-word. What happened? I heard I shouldn't say the N-word. Is that accurate?
Apropos of nothing, please don't.
Do you think that it's not negative?
Is it negative if I say the N-word?
To be using it? Do you think mixed kids should be using that? That's what I'm saying.
As a person with a white grandmother, yeah, I think it's fine.
Do you think it's fine to keep promoting a horrible, horrible word that was used down here? You think that's so? I don't know,
N-word,
man.
please.
Like, why would you think that's okay unless you were okay with? See, that's what I mean. Do you know the difference between the house ones and the field ones? You know the difference between that? You know the difference between that?
Oh my god! Wait, can
what the white?
Do you know why that word? Do you know why that word was used?
Yvonne, is he talking about the whites?
He said the house ones and the field ones.
Did he use ones?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Was an acceptable
Why would you promote something that most people, at least the people that I know, they don't want their children to be using that.
Those people or those?
And from what I had,
are the people that you know white, perchance?
No, they're black and they're mixed. And they even said when they're
black and they're mixed.
Do you even know what the definition of that word means?
Homie. Please educate
him. Do you know the etymology of it?
Please, you a white man.
Jay,
will you explain that word?
No. Do you know what they said when they said that word? And they're basically
Jay, I gotta be honest. I've never once known where that word comes from. So please tell me.
I'm not saying where it comes from. I'm saying what it was specifically meant. And every time somebody would tell my friends that, they would tell him, they would tell him, I'm not an ignorant person. And I would think they were going to say something else. No, that's what they would say. And then my friend would say, that's what that word means. He's trying to call me ignorant, and I'm not. I'm a smart person.
I mean, you're telling me, a black man, that I can't use the N-word. So I don't know that I would say
I'm not saying that
ignorance is a quality you're lacking.
I'm saying, why would you want to?
You ever used it before? It's pretty fun.
Look, I don't use it anymore, but I loved it.
If it's promoting a negative?
Is it promoting a negative? What's the negative?
I don't want my boys to be called that.
Are your boys white?
They're half. And I know
the
mother of their children.
Somebody who's half white is still black, right?
I know, and I still don't want them to use that because they're not. I don't want them to be using that word because they're not. Why would you want to?
Javon, if I had kids and they got to play with Legos and I didn't, I would be so jealous. I wouldn't.
Why would you want to keep promoting that?
Wait. Is that the real reason? Is the reason because your kids would be able to say it, but you wouldn't, so you're jealous of it?
Oh.
No, because I mean, It doesn't.
Yo,
it
real
doesn't
quick,
matter
Jay,
way.
Jay, who's in Paris? Who's in Paris?
We're gonna escape to one song and one song only.
Yeah, who's in Paris?
I don't know, dude. I'm not.
Can we do it? Can we do an exercise real quick, Jay? Can we do an exercise? I'm gonna say.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna start a word, and I want you to finish it for me. Okay. Let's do car brand. So if I were to be like Ferrar,
I don't know
say to finish it. I'd say Ferrar. You would say to finish the word Ferrar. E, right? Ferrari.
Oh.
Ferrari. Or I could say Mustang.
Okay.
Mustang. You just got to finish what I say.
Musty.
Yeah, you just got to finish the word, right? So, like, if I were to say like Tess, you would say.
Well, I guess is that for Tesla?
Yeah, yeah. Now let's do like chips. So if I were to do like Barbie.
What? I don't know what a
chip brand, like chip flavors. No. We're gonna do chip flavors now. So I'd say Barbie.
Chip. Barbecue, I guess.
Q. Yeah, you go. I could say sour cream and
onions, right?
Yeah. You just got to finish it because it's like we're finishing each other's.
Okay.
Like we're finishing each other's sentences. Yeah. I know you can do it a little quicker. You can do this quicker. So let's start from the chips. Let's start from the top again. Ready? Barbie.
Q.
Sour cream and
onion.
Salt and
vinegar, right? Vinegar.
You just gotta finish. You just gotta finish what I say.
Fucking hell!
It's like it's like you keep forgetting the rules. Let's start from the top. Chips again from the top. Barbecue. You are really bad at following directions.
When someone is too dumb for a bit, it's devastating.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Do you think you can follow the directions? I'll give you one more chance.
Okay, name the chip flavors.
Okay, beautiful. Barbie.
Q.
Sour cream and
onion.
Salt and
right?
He's not good at this.
Oh man. And they go in gorillas.
Well, you said the onion one was weird, and then I said vinegar.
Nobody
I guess I couldn't say that.
It's provocative.
Well, you're just supposed to. It's okay. They're in Paris. That's all you need to know.
They're in Paris.
They say, "Can we get married at the mall?"
What?
I gotta stop listening to Kanye. I gotta stop.
Hey, Jimmy.
This is the first time I've heard something like this.
Yes,
this is a while. It's like a
just
riddle
real quick, if y'all want to swap me out so I can.
Oh, you gotta go, right? It's bedtime for Ari. Okay,
it is.
Bye, Ari,
it's early for me.
I
love you.
Bye, Ari.
Okay, bye guys.
Guess who's back with a brand new track?
Guess who's back?
Back again. Is that the creakiest door? This is
why
the problem
can't I say
with
the
white
N-word
people.
again?
No WD-40.
What was the reason I can't say the N-word?
I didn't say that there was a reason. I said, why would you want to keep on promoting some basically
Have you ever said it before?
Premises? No, I mean, but like, why? That's what I mean.
That's why.
Why
so you don't know how beautiful it rolls off the tongue.
By the way, the answer is easy, and it's not one that should be that hard, Jay. I'll switch back to gay, which you think I shouldn't be using. Is it possible that through a reclamation effort, I could build community with other people that includes reclaiming gay, that it's actually a community activity by which I feel a sense of safety and oneness with other people who used to be oppressed by that word? Is that hard for you to think about and figure it out?
I guess you could say yeah, because I'm in Texas, and every time we use that, or they use that, we use that word. It's always negatory. That's where I've always heard it like that.
Negatory.
Every time I hear the word, I'm like, okay, you gotta leave, or the way somebody's tone is with it, and the word gay.
Okay.
The word gay and that word. That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't.
Wait, so you actually don't think that the gay is a word we shouldn't use because you just used it, but N-word, clearly you do actually believe that because you referred to it as that word. So you just actually used gay neutrally. You used it in a way you wouldn't use the N-word. So
no,
I think you might think these aren't equal.
I said the word, the G word and the N-word are both used in not a way that.
Gay.
Well, because
why'd you say the word gay if we shouldn't use it?
Because you keep on using it, and if
it's
I
my
don't want
fault
to get
you said gay?
complicated.
Look, man, if you only have a value if other people don't do it, it's not a value, it's a preference.
It's not about the value or preference. It's about when that word is always used,
I'm so sorry for saying that because I saw that you liked that, and now I have to tell you I stole that from fucking Tucker Carlson. And it's such a good line. It made me mad because it actually embodied something I've thought and tried to say a bunch of times. I was like, how's Tucker Carlson getting the wording of this right?
I actually think that that is the most racist thing you've ever done to me.
I'm so sorry. People are saying my audio's bad. What's up with it? Am I on two different inputs perhaps at the same time? Yes.
Gay.
Let's go. Is my audio improved? It should be. People, tell us. Anyway, Jay, I wish I could give you a gay pass right now because I want you to call him a gay fill in the blank.
Like you wouldn't. Feel like I should be honorary.
Yeah.
Have you seen the headphones I wear?
I have. Oh, listen. If you're shopping at our bakeries, even if you aren't one of us, Javon only goes to bakeries that would bake him a cake if he wanted to marry me. He doesn't, but that's where he shops.
I actively sought out that bakery to purchase 10 cakes when I heard what they did. I was so moved.
Yeah. By the not gay cake? Jay was right there with you as a queer man because he doesn't want people normalizing gay stuff. Also, he said we believe in killing babies because we believe in giving autonomy to poor people.
Huh?
Yeah. Jay trying to present themselves as some kind of progressive.
Is that autonomy, or can you just give them stuff so they could have the family and live comfortably?
Jay, what do you think autonomy means?
Also, we pointed out that we pointed out rich people also get, and middle class people get abortions. Yes, it's autonomy. Some people don't want to be pregnant because pregnancy is fucking terrible. My partner and I never want children. So if we had, and we are economically stable. We don't want, we could afford a kid.
The auto screen of that next call just took me out.
Historically, that line has always been used by the ruling class to talk about its subject. Historically, that line has always been...
I'm sorry, what's always been used by the ruling class? What specifically?
Yes, you do have to prove it. You have to prove any claim you make.
The line that poor people, or as you say, the baby is a parasite, and you don't want to have kids, and it's too hard, there's not enough money, we can't do this, and that's always been the line from the Russian Revolution times to the Spanish Civil War times.
What?
The fascists always get in.
Can you name me one person that used that line ever?
But also, it's not only been their line, because I'm none of those people, and I'm using the phrase, babies are parasites.
Yeah, I mean, that's why the one caller said that you're probably, because you used to be a libertarian. So...
How do you know all this lore?
Libertarians are very interesting people, because if you don't want the government, but then if there's corporations still around, who's going to tell the corporations what to do? You just have coke running.
I must have just had a stroke. That point couldn't have been as dumb as it sounded like. What? Could I hear that again? Because I had a pretty bad injury recently, and it's possible a blood clot just exploded in my brain.
Okay, if there was no government regulations and no teeth in the government, and
Jay, why
like
is your
the way the
accent
libertarians
changing?
want, I don't know, maybe because I'm smoking. I don't know.
That explains so much.
But
it's all coming together.
It's weird that he's smoking and he's adopting AAVE the more he smokes. I might think he, on top of his other problem, might be racist.
Jay, are you ontologically black?
No, I don't. Look, no.
We haven't gotten to do a show in a minute.
I'm just here to be performative. It's all right.
Hell yeah. Anata, call back. Call back with your whole chest.
No,
Hada, whatever your name was.
I don't understand.
Call back.
I just don't understand the whole because like I'm with a black women and it's just like
you're with a black. Well, I'm with a black.
Why can we talk to her?
I'm with black women a lot, you know, like. You just heard her when
why
she
are you
they were going to bed.
Wait.
He never used this accent while it was Ari and I. I think he's trying to make you more comfortable. It's fucking wild.
I just want to know why you're fetishizing black women in your life like that.
What do you mean? How can I fetishize something that I'm with and that I have kids with?
I just had a second stroke. I swear, I just had 2 or 4 more strokes in a row.
Oh my God, dude!
So I can't be racist. I got a black girlfriend. I can't be racist. I've had sex with black women before.
I can't be a misogynist. I love beating my wife.
It's not even that.
Is your ability not to be racist contingent on your black girlfriend? Is it ontologically contingent?
No, because like I said, I don't. What do you mean? You think because I'm with her that you think? I'm not written. Like I. Look, what I'm saying
crazy, by the way. Please run in chat if you guys also hear the code switching.
Can it be code switching if you're white? Isn't it just called an accent at that point?
Jay, can we talk to your black wife?
Jay is high as shit right now. And the longer the call goes, the more incoherent he's becoming.
I want to hear from her.
Why do you want to
hear from her mouth? I want to hear from her mouth if she agrees with your position on the black people, the black population being allowed to use the N-word.
I personally want to talk to her because if she'll settle for you, that means I got a chance.
Yeah, well, fucking knocking that out of the park.
It's not even about that. What I was saying is about like why.
How tall are you, Jay?
Like something. I'm not that tall.
How tall?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm 5 foot.
4'9" is the magic number.
Will you tell her I'm 6'2"?
Yeah.
Jimmy's not 6'2".
Taller than me.
Do not start that conspiracy. That's gonna drive me crazy.
I'm gonna just be upfront here. If Jimmy has made the claim that we are the same height, which means he can't be 6'2".
Luthien said I'm 1 inch taller than you.
Then you're 6'1".
You're 6'1".
No, I'm 6.
Then you were wearing lifts in your shoes.
I don't wear lifts in my shoes.
Also, shoes are just tall. We literally have to do it with no shoes on. I think right now I'm probably 6'4" because I've got work shoes on.
Shit, real.
Do you think, Jimmy? Do you think because if you're taller, you'll get more girls or something like that?
No, that's a fact. I'm not saying that's right about society. It is absolutely a privilege when dating to be tall.
Jay,
absolutely.
I stand by you, Short Kings.
Is it?
I don't think it's right.
I stand with Short Kings.
No. Is it a fact or is it?
It is a
or
privilege.
Is that just a narrative?
Yes, it is a fact and a privilege. By the way, I can also tell you I have the opposite of privileges. Being a bisexual man is worse for me than being tall is good for me. Because there are a lot of internalized homophobic women who don't like the idea that you are attracted to men or may have had sex with them. And so Yeah, being tall is 100% a privilege when dating. 100%.
Jay, did you just die?
Or being short.
Jay
or
has
being
the
short
world's
as them and they is
squeakiest thing.
being short
Boring.
as them and they is very, very positive too. I mean, shoot, you don't know how much like attention being short as see, like dating is subjective, right?
Can I talk to your black wife?
Why?
Feels weird that you added the black part, Jimmy.
Does it?
It felt weird when you said it.
I don't want. I worry he has a white wife. Also,
how are you saying you would know by their voice, Jimmy?
Huh?
Oh, I think he.
No, they shouldn't.
The thing is I think he was going to try and do a voice.
Hey, he said that
it was going to be like when Dee did Obama.
Who are you talking to?
Remember when Dee did Obama on Always Sunny?
Hey, no. Hey.
Can we talk to her?
They want to talk to you about should use the N-word or not because you're black. You're shaking her head and saying no.
But you're not letting us talk to her.
When you start the conversation like that, of course she's gonna say no.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that word. She doesn't believe in it. She looks at it as a negativity
None of these are the questions we have for her, and we don't want to relay through you her white intermediary.
What are you gonna ask? What do you want to ask?
Why do you need to know first?
We're after.
Now this is feeling weird.
It is getting weird.
It's just getting getting
Hi,
weird.
What's your name?
Don't say it.
Just her first name. I'm not trying to dox her. What the fuck's wrong with you, Jay?
She doesn't want to say her full name, because
no one asked for her full name. We just want to know how to address her.
You can even make something up. Don't let Jimmy make it up. He'll be racist.
I was going to say Clarice. Because I speak on the pompous of love.
See, you don't know why you don't understand where I'm coming from when I say.
No, I want to know if your wife thinks it's appropriate for white men to tell black men that they can't use the N-word if they choose to.
Is it appropriate? She doesn't use it. She doesn't.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. I don't like when people fart in my living room, but I'm not going to tell them to stop farting. It's about whether or not a white person should tell.
Jimmy specifically told me when I was at his house that I'm not allowed to fart.
That does sound like something I would say. Did I say something like that? Because it would have been a joke.
That's the thing about this word and everything. People
I do know I told you there's a specific bathroom for pooping.
The way you look at it.
He then said, "This is not a joke. You absolutely can't fart here."
I don't think that definitely didn't happen. But
he followed it up. The third thing he said was, if we ever are on a call-in show and you tell people I said this, I'm going to deny it. That was the third thing he said, which was
that
crazy.
Part did happen. We do have segregated bathrooms in my house, but segregated by body function. One bathroom is for only peeing and one bathroom's for only shitting. And that rule was established. All right, well, Jay, thanks. Please tell your wife I'm 6'2".
You're weird. He's taller.
6'2".
He's taller.
I'm not just tall.
I'm
6'2".
Yeah, but I like tall girls. I know tall girls.
I also like tall girls. Thanks, Jay.
Scary.
You wanna hit out these last calls?
I mean, look at the last one.
Let's see. Who's that? Oh, is that Anada?
Yeah, I would love to know why I'm performative. I'm so excited.
Hell yeah. Nada, you're back.
Hey, what's up? I only came back
or Anata?
Nada. As far as I know, it's the non-self. It's the Buddhist principle of the non-self, which I adhere to.
Got it. Everybody's a coward.
No. It's ANATTA, and it's the Buddhist principle of not self, the non-self.
Okay.
And then Phi
I'm the Buddhist principle of not impressed. All right. You've called to tell Javon that he's a performative performative piece of shit who takes advantage of his friend's inability to track bits.
What is that background noise?
His fucking his call feeds it back because he's using Magic Jack. This dude literally said his phone number on air earlier. That's
no. I listened to the call.
And I didn't get any calls, so it's cool. I live my life
Anata,
like another life. I think more people
just Anata. Why am I performative? I'd love to know.
Well, I think that it is at least visually kind of evident that there are some performative elements to the way you debate. And especially in the background,
visually,
you have a
got it.
arcade.
Okay, Javon, I think I know what's going to happen, and I'd like to white explain it to you. He's now about to reduce what performative means to like a most basic, stupid definition.
I'm not,
because I literally describe myself as performative for a living. I literally virtue signal for a living. That those elements are he came into the chat to shit talk about how he doesn't like the guy with the bright cat ears because he's just too performative.
No,
and now it's like, well,
what I was talking
you're
about.
doing a performance on air, therefore performative.
So let me just confirm.
There are politicians that can be more performative in their actions on the political stage, right? I'm just saying, I feel that way, and I'm sorry. I came on to fucking apologize.
God damn. I don't need an apology. I need you to substantiate why I'm performative. Don't run away from it now. What makes my background
visually,
makes
I think
me performative?
There's a visual metric and a little bit about your, and it's not bad. It's not horrible.
Can you just say it? I don't know why you're running away from it now.
Communism is when no Star Wars toys.
What do you want me to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
You're the one who called me performative, so give me the reason.
Yes, I think I'm sorry, dude. I think that all the neon lights in the background and some of your things you switched off stream with a middle finger to it. And stuff like that. I'm not saying you're a bad.
Wait, whoa, hold on. Wait. You said all the neon lights. There are 2 lights in my background.
Well, LEDs.
So me putting lights up to visually brighten up my background is performative.
No, it's good, bro. It looks great. But look at Jimmy's. It's just a black background, maybe a guitar.
Today, I also have multiple sets and a whole wood shop.
I want to just point this out, too. Jimmy has the exact same lights that I do. They're the exact same ones. I got to move where mine are because I'm redoing stuff, but they're the exact same lights.
Are you worried that his set costs too much? Because while the background of my set is simple, then I don't fucking get it. You just don't like that he's dressing up his set to be taken more seriously as a streamer?
No. I think it's a common phenomena in YouTubers.
Yeah, and people often if people are janitors with a janitor uniform, they tend to put that on when they go to work.
I just want to be sure. Should my office just be blank walls with nothing there? What should be in my office?
No, dude, that's not what I'm saying.
So then, what makes it
really
performative?
I just said you're performative. Like anybody else online can be performative, and Jimmy just backed that up, saying, I'm performative.
You don't know what the definition of performative is. I don't think you have a definition of performative. No. Performative means we're doing it. Like when somebody's using performative in this context, it's essentially saying we're saying the right words and we're broadcasting the right values, but we don't actually care about them. We are putting on an act and we are being performative.
That would be being a hack.
Wait, let me just confirm. If I had all of my stuff, but in another room, would that be performative?
Not specifically. No, I don't think it would be.
It's just about the location of where my stuff is?
Stuff, dude. It's about the presentation.
What about the presentation? It is just a set. It's set dressing.
There's something very specific that you present that I don't.
I just said I wasn't a fan of your setup.
I'm not upset. But being a fan of my set and calling me performative are 2 different things.
What?
Is it?
You can be performative and have a nice set too, bro.
Which word confused you? Was it being? Was it set? Was it which word that I said that like confused you there?
Well, I mean, like the performative nature of being alive as a human being,
how funny it would be, but I'm not
on
allowed.
these faces and stuff, and I just don't like the one you put on.
If you were to replace the first syllable of his name with the word
I already fucking
wait. You don't like the face that I put on? So my face?
The face. I mean, the face, the facade. The facade.
The facade. What facade?
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why you guys are harping on me so bad about this shit.
I get this from some people, and Matt get this from some people, and I'm like, these are the three people who act the most similar in real life that I know. I mean, in real life, I shut down and become very introverted, but once you open me up, it's the same guy. It's the same fucking... Literally, I've met Jovan in person. He doesn't change at all. He's literally the same lovable bully we all know and love. Then what the fuck is
exactly.
Me?
I am too. I mean, I've got 20,000.
Jovan, I'm not allowed to make the joke, so at some point you should say his name, but replace the first syllable with mine.
I just feel like it's kind of weird how much attack I'm getting just to support a front that you actually support.
All we've asked is for you to define your terms and explain it to us, and you keep failing to explain it to us.
What?
Just all we want is an
define my terms.
Like, no, I did the background. What's bad about the background? The lights, the shelves?
Is someone going out in public and enacting motions and verbalizations and thoughts and all these things in a way to cast those like expel them out of their own mind into other people. Like if I say imagine a blue circle in your mind,
what does it fucking mean?
Like you're all the way across the country and you just saw a blue circle in your mind. We're changing.
I have to see a neurologist in a few days, and I'm really worried about all the strokes I'm going to have to report.
I don't
Apparently
know.
I've had nonstop strokes for the last hour.
Hey, Anada, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Really?
No. Let me ask you a question. Do I properly research the topics I talk about?
Yes.
Do I tend to be accurate on the things that I talk about?
Yes. Absolutely.
Do I hold people's feet to the fire about what I talk about if they're being disingenuous and honest?
Yeah, in the same way that the whole line does, yeah.
Okay. But
he did mention
face.
earlier there's something about the line part. You on the line is apparently good, I think, but off the line you're bad, I think was a point he was making earlier.
Huh? No.
Which that I agree with. Hard agree. I'm on your side.
I don't. Like, I'm sure Jovan's a great person and we could hang out and do, like, cool shit and whatever, but, like...
Incorrect. I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't believe that.
If you had to change something about my channel tomorrow, what would it be? What would you change to make me no longer performative?
I don't know why he won't say the cat ears, because he brought it up in chat earlier. It's a weird obsession with the cat ears.
That was one of that's the first most prominent part.
It's what you described him as instead of his name. Instead of calling him Jovan, you called him the lit up ears guy.
Oh, true.
No, I didn't. I said he's the only guy with illuminated headphones.
This is the dumbest
So now
call,
it's the headphones then?
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what you want me to say.
Something that makes sense.
You've only been like, bro,
I'm
just saying like the vibe. Do you not catch the vibe?
Do I perform? Whether I perform and whether I'm performative are two different things.
Right. And no way you would use the word performative that I agree with, but I agree is negative. Jesus Christ, this guy talks. You need to define performative.
There's a pretty big distinction between those two things.
Define performative.
I told the screen I was coming in to get slaughtered like a lamb.
Define performative.
I don't tend to rip asses open. Jimmy might. I don't.
The thing that I think I do that is performative is I am aware of what level of emotion I am presenting, and at times I will dip more into my Charlie Day end and present a specific emotional reaction because I know it will be funnier rather than my
Right,
authentic.
me too.
That's what I find to be performative, and I would argue that actually is performative.
Performative. I'm not saying
doesn't
I'm not.
do that. So I'm telling you that from any definition I can go with, I'm actually more performative than Javon. So I want to know your definition of performative.
I mean, visually, I think there's a different metric there. You know.
Okay, every time you say
like,
visually, people are going to think you mean black.
There's no books on them. There's just LED lights and action figures.
There's literally
I do
books
kind
on
of,
them.
Like look down on that.
There's literally books on them.
Not only are there books on my shelf.
I'm elitist like that.
Hold on.
You know?
Not only are there books on my shelf, every one of those books are on my reading list for people who want more information, and I consistently pull from those books to when people say, "Where can I get more information on this?" I reach back and grab. So then you just said there are no books on my shelf. There's just LED lights.
By the way, I don't know if you know this, Anada. Hey, Anada, did you know that not all shelves are bookshelves, and actually those, because of their tall spacings, are clearly display
that's kind of a
shelves?
joke I was doing too.
Oh, got it. So you were just saying the visual thing, and I was pointing out it's weird you keep saying visual to the black guy, and the joke you wanted to make afterwards was, and he doesn't even put books on his shelf. It's Anada, because you're failing to explain yourself. You need to know that most people are going to walk away thinking this is a race phenomenon. People are going to think you're racist.
This really feels like a race thing.
It really does. If you do not manage to actually attempt to explain yourself, I don't know a more reasonable explanation.
I am trying to explain myself. I'm saying that it has nothing to do with any kind of like melatonin or anything. It's like I just see YouTube performers being very performative with their sets, and it's getting increasingly kind of jaded.
Pokemon.
It just feels like you're jealous of my toys. Like low key, it feels like you're jealous of my toys.
I'm jealous of your toys.
And you want to play with them.
Keep putting words in my mouth, then.
Then what is it?
It's
that I have stuff in my background. Like legitimately, this is the most cracked shit I've ever heard.
Do you understand like how YouTubers are moving towards these LED lights and overperformative sets? Do you understand that's a trend?
I literally have 2 lights. Do you know the purpose? Wait. Do you know the purpose of lights in the background of a set? Like, do you know the purpose, like from a lighting design standpoint?
Backlighting.
That's just repeating the word light with a
I studied digital media in college. Yeah.
So then, what the fuck?
It's really called separation. Backlighting is just another word for where the lights are, but it's about separation and creating depth.
Depth. Yeah.
What I think truly happened is you didn't have an actual answer. You thought Jimmy would never see your message. And now that you did see the message, and now that you're here, and I'm here,
see what I write. I don't, not because I'm
ready to. Do you have a YouTube channel, Anada? Do you have a YouTube channel?
Sorry. Yes.
What is it?
It's Anada Fee, same as my name.
I want to see your background.
28-minute mockumentary about my life being.
If this guy has an ounce of melanoma, I want to see
your. I want to see your background.
What background?
Do you not have background?
Like right now?
Do you not have background?
Yeah,
just
check my
handheld stuff. And
I rap. I do stuff. Yeah,
I don't know.
I do.
A white rapper called to tell a black person that their background of their set makes them performative is crazy.
What does that have to do with race?
I can't find their page, so I have no clue.
That's crazy.
What does that have to do with race? It's Anada Fee. That's my YouTube. I'm also the leader of the Shrug Life Syndicate on Reddit for like 20,000 users.
Have you ever seen that video of the guy that they're like, "How you doing?" It's like, "I'm just having a good time." Doesn't that sound exactly? Is that this guy?
Am I crazy that I can't? Am I just terrible at looking people up on YouTube?
Yeah, I found him right away.
ANATTA.
There's only one N.
Space PHI.
Just one N, not 2 N's.
ATTA. You got TTs and PHI.
34 subs?
Yeah. That's who I found.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, dude. Yeah, 1,000 videos on my mockumentary too, or 1,000 views on my video and stuff. Not that I'm not saying that shit. I'm saying, like, I'm proving myself to you. I'm trying to. Like, what does me saying something in the background has anything to do with a person's
What in the background?
color
What in the background?
in front of the camera? What does that have to do with it?
No,
right?
let's back up. Let's back up. What in the background? Not something. Be specific. What in the background?
The what I think are performative elements of gaining YouTube clicks.
Okay, what does the word performative mean in that sentence? Great. What does the name what does the word performative mean? Very clearly.
Wait, I'm a little confused about how my lighting gets clicks when my thumbnails don't have my background in them.
Huh? No, dude. It's how do you not see other YouTubers doing the same thing?
How do you not see
that?
Having nice sets?
Performative.
Hey, why do you think so many restaurants have the same few brands of stoves?
Because there's only a few brands of stoves in the local area?
And no, not even local area, across the country, but also because they are known to be reliable brands.
Yeah, corporate.
And when you hit different tier levels of YouTube and you go, hey, now's the time I want to dress my set. Now's the time I want to isolate sound. Now's the time I want to add
you
lighting.
You guys have blown this up so
Jesus
bad.
Christ. Why am I being
nothing I
over?
say about someone's background has anything to do with their skin color. You know that's true.
You did call them performative. And I'm still trying to figure out
so
how
what?
it's
I
performative.
like people performative. I'm performative. You're performative.
In
you
contemporary political
performative.
and social discourse, performative is often used as a disapproving term for actions, words, or gestures that are inauthentic.
Yes.
Do you believe my background to be inauthentic?
Ugh, God, I wish.
No, I don't think it's inauthentic. I think it's crafted. And that's more what I was leaning to.
You think it's
crass? Is so passionate about each of those pieces. It's fucking kind of gross.
Huh?
What specifically is crass about it? The fact that half of it's blocked by my fat body, or
the way you've curated your YouTube feed and the way you deal with people on the line and stuff. It's just my opinion.
So that's
man.
not
I don't know
about.
why
So
you need
that's
to
not
rake
my
me out of the
background.
coals for it.
So now we've moved away from backgrounds.
Not
that has nothing to
you
do with
tell
my
me
background.
You said what else? Or something.
You said
what?
the reason I'm performative is my background, and now you've moved away from my background to the way I engage with people who are on the line.
That was a metric. That was a metric of it. It's a big metric. Like you have a fucking arcade thing.
And it's awesome.
Set up,
I just gotta.
It is awesome. It is awesome. I wish
you know
I
what's
had.
crazy? I'm gonna hit mute because he's just annoying me, and his voice now is grinding me down. I could call in and make this call and at least come up with something if I was this defensive and felt like I need to. Here's easily how it would be. You are clearly engaging in AI approved mechanisms when you are creating your thumbnail. By the way, this applies to me too. So this is an actual attack on Javon. You're clearly using AI approved method, or not AI, algorithm approved methods to try and get more clicks with a thumbnail and a title that is good at getting clicks more than it is good about educating a person of what the thing is in. I think you're performative because you're not just on YouTube, you're trying to succeed as a YouTuber, and that the amount you chase that success is cutting into your message, and for people who are more serious, it disappoints us. And look, I'm not giving that. I'm literally describing how I would criticize myself. I actually do feel that to some degree is true. It is a little soul crushing what we have to do sometimes to try and get the message out to more people because clever and correct isn't popular. I can make this call if I need to make this call. I couldn't make it in a way that only applies to Javon and doesn't apply to me because arguably it applies to me more.
I would also just like, I very much don't really use clickbait titles. My titles are pretty much exactly what happens in the call, oftentimes to a fault, because the calling it now calls tend to do better because I do clickbait those a little bit more.
Hell yeah. I don't know. I don't watch any of our content. But we basically have a process by which we come up with titles that it's going to be clickbaity because we want to get the message in front of as many people as possible. And unfortunately, chasing quantity is tough and can cut into quality. Here's round 2. Hey, I've been watching your show and you claim to be a socialist, but I've been adding up all of the sets you've done over the years and all of the components and all of the new cameras and all of the lights, and the amount that you are spending means you're not just participating in capitalism, you are benefiting from capitalism and exploiting that benefit. Boom, there's an actual performative point that actually keeps me up at night. Because it might be true too. I probably go further than what is ethically correct for this channel. The good news is I make sure to never be rich. And I was just talking with my partner and my brother the other day because they were both of them are like, shouldn't you sell X, Y, or Z? I tend to give away stuff unless I have an expense up, even expensive things that are production things I'm not using, because I genuinely don't feel like I deserve my success more than people who work as hard or less hard and have more obstruction. So I tend to give stuff away that most people would sell because I don't feel like I deserve the things I have more than other people do it. I treat it like I have it for private use and not. So those are those things I tell myself to make myself feel better about those things, but at least I could come up with it. And now I'm doing Anada's work and I'm like, you can't come up with what are easy ways to arguably make somewhat of a point. Again, not one you could make about Javon and not me, and that's where he really dug a hole.
I would also argue, and Jimmy will agree with me on this because I tell him this all the time, I fucking hate my lighting. And it's the thing I'm always the most annoyed about.
He's always looking at the shadows. He's like, I want lighting where there's no shadows.
My lighting is dog shit.
Not enough to tell him, not enough to take the advice I give him to get rid of it though.
Well, no, once I get my new shelves, those are going to have built-in lighting, so it'll work out a little bit more. I'm building like a shelving unit to go back there that'll have its own lighting built in, so that should help a lot. But like currently, my lights are dog shit.
I'm just like, man, this person is calling in to insult us and more Javon.
Well, me personally.
Why am I better at insulting us than other people are? Like, it wouldn't be. There are legitimate things that a person could go without having the knowledge myself of what they do to counter this or make up for it. You could actually sit there and go, just from appearances, there are some optics here that make them look a little grifty. I hope my explanation, for example, legitimately, like I annoy people with
well, here's why I survive the grift allegations typically. Yeah. Is because I'm usually upfront that when people are sending me money, I'm going to spend it on stuff I like. So it can't be a grift if I'm telling people I'm spending the money on fun shit. Like that's not a grift at that point. You know where the money's going.
He's usually telling people he's buying essential oils, which that's crazy. But
no, I tell people I'm selling MAC cosmetics, and that's usually how I do it.
Okay, I have to call out this chat. Someone said if only Jimmy paid Javon enough to afford better lighting. Not joking. Javon will message me and be like, hey, I don't know if you've done the accounting yet. Will you tell me what I'm getting this month? Because I'm going to put it into lighting or I'm going to use it for this project. He'll tell me in advance what he's using it. So actually what you're describing is the exact opposite.
It's mostly because I'll be like, I know typically what I do is I go, I know I can spend a little more depending on what you tell me. So I know if you tell me a specific number, I can get this thing as opposed to
versus
that thing.
Right. Which is, by the way, which is why there's so much commonality in the elements of people's backgrounds. There is a very limited market of here are what streamers usually do. Once you get to a certain point, then you get to hire decorators and graphic designers and people who know the science of putting a set and lighting together. But in the meantime, you go and you look on Google and you go, I like that, and I like this one, and I like this one, and I like this one, and I'm going to put these 4 cliches together in a way that hopefully appears original. And I gave up. I'm so bad at it. I'm now black with lights. Black backdrop.
My issue is I need, and I think I don't know if it's because of how close my background is to me, because there isn't enough separation. Obviously, in my opinion, I would need the shelf the way it is now to be a little bit further from the wall to create a bit more of the separation I want to see.
You could do
me
2
in the background.
Soft spotlights going at it that are softbox, and then one going at the back of your head, and that would increase separation like crazy.
when I do my top light too, it does. But my thing is, I kind of want. That's why I'm hoping with the new ones, I can more dial in the light on me, and other than the shelf lights, have the rest of the room dark, basically.
Paint everything with Vanta black. That'll get rid of it all.
Yeah, I still haven't decided if I'm going to do the. This will really piss Anata off if I'm going to do the.
Aliashana says no. Jimmy, Jovan is black with lights. Save my back.
I want to know how Anata. I want to know how performative Anata will find me when I get the fucking 6 foot tall Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic that's going to live back there.
I'm going to make a cancel video for that one. Anata, now you're unmuted. What's your problem, dude? Why am I better at your job than you?
I was muted. I'm sorry. Oh shit! I don't know. Like, no, I was saying I think that factually people will be more concerned with the things I'm bringing up after this call. But like, I just want to apologize, dude. I don't know why
they'll be
you're
more concerned with the things I brought up. You haven't yet brought up a single solid thing.
Okay, is performative just not? Is it only shit talking, or is it like
you've not successfully explained anything? Arguably, the things I brought up, people will now go, you know what? Jimmy might have said that, and here's why I still disagree. People will more talk about the examples I gave as a hypothetical of what you came in on than anything you said, because you haven't said anything.
The hypothetical I came in on was to fucking apologize because you called me out and told me to call. I came to apologize.
I would so much rather you don't apologize and you just stand on business and but you haven't. And
also,
this is my business. This is my business.
You're sitting here and saying you apologize, but you clearly don't think you did anything wrong. So it's more like you're apologizing because
I think that
you think people are upset at you. You've literally been just defending all of your bullshit. Whoever said it was quite correct. This is what a friend does when somebody.
You said that because I don't like someone's backlighting that it's because of racism. Dude,
you're
that
right.
shit
That's
makes
exactly,
no sense.
Actually, I think when you say performative, you mean the N-word.
Huh?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude?
I think you weren't able to relevantly tell me why I'm performative, and so because you weren't able to do that,
I'm trying, and you shoot down everything I say without listening to any kind of creative dialogue or constructive dialogue about it.
Your constructive criticism is my background has too many things in it.
Make one hyper-specific.
No,
pretend
you are
I'm autistic.
so oversimplifying what I'm saying.
Pretend I'm autistic the way I'm pretending because I'm performative. Pretend I'm autistic and make a hyper-specific, what word am I looking for? Example. Give us a hyper-specific example like I'm actually autistic and not just pretending that illustrates your point.
Off a live stream, giving the finger, then came back, did an OK symbol, so that was, and then he came back and did what he said was a queer symbol. I don't know. I'm bi. Like, and
that was performative because it was fun.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Who's more okay with what you just described, Anata? Have you seen the episodes where I've literally freestyled on guitar at people?
Yes, yeah, it's good.
Is that more or less performative than what Jovan has done?
Bro, somebody said, is it a house performative or a field performative?
It's more intricately performative.
No fucking way you just said it's more intricately performative. So what you're saying is when I did that, it was justified, but when Jovan flipped off the camera, it wasn't, and so my performativeness is good and his is bad?
What the fuck are you guys on about? Are you guys
steal something from the chat?
For real, dude?
Is this a performative apology?
It's not.
You got a ukulele?
Because I really value the line. I value the business you've built. I value the people that come on, and I value my time talking. Oh, cool. Yeah. Let it ring, bud.
Unfortunately, I'm so bad at it.
A minor, E.
Please stop talking about minors.
What other line contributors are performative besides just me?
I think Matt's kind of performative. Matt Dillahunty, yeah.
And what's performative about Matt Dillahunty? God, I hope he's not awake. Otherwise, he's also going to join this stream right now.
What the fuck, dude?
He's hopefully
like giving people graces here online publicly, and like, dude, like, yeah, I think Matt is a little performative. If you don't grasp
Who's
that,
more
I don't think there's
performative,
anything to
Javon
talk
or Matt?
about.
Who's more performative, Javon
Me,
or Matt?
100%.
I think it's a mix. It's a mix. It's about even. Yeah.
I don't
They have
like you
different
using the
angles.
word mixed right now.
Why? What are you
know
thinking
why.
about?
Did you call in with the name
I don't.
Anada because it kind of sounds like saying something else?
What the fuck are you talking about? Anada is a Buddhist principle that I adhere to for the past 10 years.
I think your Buddhism is performative.
I think you just don't know what the word performative means, personally.
Literally, I think that's and well, I think he does.
Do you think
I think actually what you said
Matt
earlier, Javon,
Dillahunty's
was
not
right.
performative?
I think he
Hold
came
on, hold on,
in
guys.
with
Hold
the
on, hold on.
original
You get to stop me
definition,
all
and
the
that's what he
time.
was saying.
You
Since he
stop
was
me all the
describing
time.
it as why
You think
he
Matt
doesn't like.
Dillahunty is
Oh my
performative?
God, Jesus fucking Christ! I'm gonna mute.
I think
Anada.
Matt is a lot of things, and performative is not one of them.
The performative is the opposite of authentic, and I think Matt could drop some of the authentic nature sometimes.
Matt is authentic to a fault.
And that's not me saying that as a friend. I'm saying it as a friend who's a slight enemy. As an actual character flaw, Matt Dillahunty is too authentic. Jesus fucking Christ. Because authenticity is nice, except for that there is some amount of it's what autistic people struggle with. There is some amount of trying to make sure that you are being socially adaptable in a way that makes other people feel a little bit more comfortable around you. That does go to excess. There are certain people, for example, of the two of us, Jovan is expected to go to greater lengths to make other people comfortable with his presence than I would be. You could try and figure out why. I don't know if you'll get to the bottom of it. You might find the answer in Paris. Anyway.
God, the callback. Oh, that's a great callback.
We looped it.
I personally, right? I think with the amount of work I do off calls, with the amount of research I put into my calls, with the amount of resources I've put together for other people, I think you can call me a lot of things. You can call me hefty. You can call me salt and vinegar. You can call me a lot of things, but I think performative is not one of those things. If I didn't give a shit about this stuff, I would come on here and debate and never research and like update my positions or any of that. Performative is a terrible word. Now if you want to call me, if you want to be like, Jovan is engaging in capitalism while claiming to be a socialism, I would say you're also like wrong. I only like live in capitalism. I can't really do a socialism because I'm not an owner of any means of production. I'm a laborer.
If someone directed that at you, I wouldn't support them directing it at you. I do broadly feel that way about everything. Of it, sort of a level of never will I have done enough to justify the ways I am benefiting, and I will always. So, for example, whenever people are like, "So it's so and so's fault that Kamala Harris lost," I'll say, "Yes, it's their fault, and it's the Harris campaign's fault. And you know what? To some degree, it's my fault. I could have done more than I did, and I didn't. So I did not participate at maximum capacity, and I should have done even more, even though I did a lot. But I also hate myself in so many ways, and so that's part of it."
Yeah, it feels like an odd criticism. You got like I would argue like Forrest has a much more active background than I do. And Forrest wasn't one of the people called performative.
Forrest is a performer, and he's excellent at it. I've talked about it so many times. Forrest has,
that's funny. They
educator personality, and it's
someone asked me on my stream today which line host I think would make a good do a good stand-up set, and I said Forrest. I feel like Forrest would do a good stand-up set.
I feel he's so beloved, the bar would be too low. So in the same way that dumb people are so attracted to Matt Rife, they think he's funny. He's so beloved for something else that they will think he's funnier than he is. Everybody loves Forrest. It drives me fucking crazy. He can do no wrong. Also, I've done stand-up sets and they did well, so I'm also probably jealous that you said him. You know what I mean? I'm probably reacting poorly.
The only thing I would have accepted is if Anada said, Jovan, you're performative because of the amount you use your soundboard. But that's just like,
you use the soundboard as a crutch, and then it'd be like, yeah, for sure.
I just like the soundboard. I can't help it. It's fun. That's less me being performative than me being immature.
Anada, how high were you tonight when you called in?
Oh, who, me? No, not much, not at all much. I thought I was speaking to you. I'm sorry, I didn't. I waited for you to say a bunch of things, and
the doctor asks how much you've smoked, and you say not much, not at all, not much. They know that means 20 packs
not
a day.
much, yeah.
I was chilling.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I
we got at least one more call we want to do,
and
this
medicinally.
was,
Do we want to do that? We want to do that other call?
Briefly. They waited a long time. Hey, Anata, this will likely not get clipped because it was a waste of everybody's time, except for mine, because I had fun.
I don't want it clipped. I want to repair the damage that apparently I did unknowingly.
Okay, thank you.
Unknowingly, like you didn't come into chat and like shit talk me.
By the way, Javon, I hate that one thing about you. Don't ask me to describe it. You know, that thing with the vibe and stuff. Like, and you're always like, fuck.
True. Too much melatonin.
I'm always going to react that way. It probably was a bad look for me. Being funny is genuinely like I feel like I was raised with it being the number one value. I have no problem with individuals thinking I'm not funny. That's fine. But then for Javon, who I spend all this time with, to be like, you know, who would be the funniest?
I didn't say funniest.
I know.
Didn't say funniest.
Technically, I'm telling you the way my brain heard it.
There is a difference between being funny and being able to do a good stand-up routine.
And Javon is trying so hard to not right now say, and by the way, after that difference, Forrest is still better.
No, I think I'm funny. I would do dog shit at stand-up. I'd be terrible at it.
Stand-up's
it's not a skill
hard, honestly.
It's not a skill I possess.
The Austin stand-up scene, the Kill Tony scene, has lowered the bar so low that it's like actually really easy.
I don't think I've watched a stand-up routine in 15 years.
Right, because it's not been worth it. Well,
yeah, there hasn't been many
I definitely watched Inside, which I count as a stand-up routine.
Oh, do you think that's what he was talking about? The fact that I said earlier, we were saying that I was going to just start doing hot tub streams and call it Hot Tubs and Hot Takes.
Which is just funny.
You like that title, right?
I love that title.
It's great, right?
Well, look who's inside again. Went out to... All right, Felix, you waited long enough. I decided to give you a break. I'm throwing you a bone.
25-minute conversation with Felix today, by the way.
All right, Felix, it's not going to be long, I don't think. You're going to prove God exists.
The same. Wait. Before we begin, how much, Felix? Jimmy, I'm going to tell you what his syllogism is before he says it, because it's still written down. Too, though. No, he's changed it, and it's still written down from when he called me earlier. Okay. It's P1. If you were born or began to exist and continue to exist, an ontologically personal, necessary, always existing being is required. P2, you were born and began to exist and continue to exist. Conclusion, therefore, a necessary, personal, always existing being always exists.
P1 and legit. P2 have never been demonstrated.
Ask him to demonstrate it. Watch what happens.
Right. Literally, P2 means that you've solved for solipsism. It's impossible to solve for solipsism, so P2 cannot be relied on. We tend to accept P2 as a presupposition because we have no other choice. So I'd at least say it's justified to accept that presupposition, but P1 definitely is not provable.
Why is that?
P1 is basically the conclusion of the syllogism you should have started with.
Yep. Told him all this.
So change P1 to a conclusion and give me a P1, P2 that ends with your P1.
No, P1 is what is need to be proven.
Right. That's exactly what I just said. P1 is what's needed to be proven. So to do that, we make P1 now the conclusion. What was P1 again?
P1?
Yes.
You want me to repeat P1?
Yes, please.
P1 is you began to exist, so you were born and continue to exist. So personal, ontological, personal, necessary, always existent being is required.
Okay, great. So we're now going to make that the conclusion. and I need a P1 and a P2 that ends with the conclusion, because you just said P1's what needs to be proven. I agree. So if P1 needs to be proven, we switch it to the conclusion. And now you give me a P1 and P2 that ends with your original P1.
No, P1 is the conditional.
It's definitely not. You definitely need to prove P1 as a conclusion. So I need a syllogism that ends with your P1 as the conclusion.
No, P1 is a conditional statement.
Sir, if I reject it, then it would be on you to demonstrate that the claim of P1 is true. One way to demonstrate would be to create a sound and valid syllogism that ends with P1 as the conclusion and is demonstrated sound and valid. That's how.
Okay,
am I wrong, Javon? Isn't that literally how we would do it if we were in a classroom
Jimmy,
right now?
Yeah,
Jimmy,
I
I went through all of this
You-
with him less than 4 hours ago.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You are correct. You are correct.
That's true.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, great. What is the new P1 that ends where you're going to lead to a conclusion where the conclusion is your current P1? Give me a new P1. Do you need a minute to think about it?
No, go. I'll do it right now.
Okay, great. What's the new P1?
Okay. The next P1 would be contingent beings. If contingent beings are dependent and not personal.
Luthien said, yeah, Jovan, but you were being performative, so you had to do it
Necessary
again.
being,
Okay, if contingent beings are dependent and not personal.
a necessary being must be required.
Okay, so you've given a new P1 that is very similar to the first P1. I also reject it. So now we're going to need to make that the new conclusion. So the new conclusion is if contingent beings are dependent and not personal, a necessary being must be required. I'm going to need a syllogism that ends with that.
Contingent beings do not have intrinsic existence of their own. They cannot give them existence or give others existence. Because they
contingent beings cannot give others an existence.
Because they don't have intrinsic existence.
Am I a contingent being?
You are a contingent being.
If I have a child, are they a contingent being?
Yes, they are contingent beings.
But I gave that child existence.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't give existence.
Then I'm going to need you to define existence.
Existence is the condition of being actual in reality.
Great. I gave the child the condition of being actual in reality.
No, because you don't sustain that child's existence. You didn't give existence. If you would have given existence...
I'm sorry, you did not talk about sustaining. And by the way, in many ways people do. And everyone who does sustain that individual's life is also a contingent being, because that child, to live, will have to eat contingent beings. Some of them will be plants. Some of them will be animals. They will have to eat contingent beings. And contingent beings will always participate in the continued existence. But you didn't give me a P1 that said contingent beings sustain each other's existence. You said give each other existence. If I have a child, I give that child existence.
You don't give existence. You supply the physical, chemicals, and biological necessary patterns to form what will be the child, but you don't give a metaphysical existence. You cannot
Sorry,
do
you
that.
are incorrect. You are incorrect. There is an egg by which I give the genetic material to actualize a being actual in reality, which was your definition. You are incorrect.
No,
hey, Felix, what is Felix?
You will be able to sustain it, and you cannot sustain the child's existence.
Felix,
because
what is
Felix?
What is abiogenesis?
Life from non-life.
Do you believe abiogenesis is possible?
Abiogenesis, life from non-life? No.
Okay, so there's the issue. You don't trust the science that, at this point, widely agrees with the theory of abiogenesis.
And by the way, your own thing breaks down. By the way, your own, let's say we accept that the supernatural and gods are possible and exist. You're saying it's impossible that I can't be the one that gave something existence because I then don't sustain it. But what if there are two gods? What if one is the god of delivering existence and one is the god of sustaining, and they're two different individuals? Literally, your thing doesn't even hold up to scrutiny in your own model. When you invoke the supernatural, you don't actually prove that your assertion that the life giver is not really the life giver if they're not also the life sustainer.
No, it must be the same because a necessary being can only be one. Because it's always existence and necessary.
What if they came in pairs? What if they're twins?
Who's in pairs?
Because they cannot be infinite. Then one will be different from the other in order to distinguish them. And you cannot distinguish them if one lacks.
Felix, all you're making are assertions.
The other doesn't have.
Felix, you waited 2 hours. All you did, you waited for like 2 hours to just show you don't understand how syllogisms work, because every time you present a new one, your P1 needs to be the conclusion. And then to just assert there's no reason for you, the reasoning behind there can only be one, like Highlander.
Of course there is.
No, there isn't.
How would you distinguish them? How would you distinguish them?
As mere mortals, I don't know how we would distinguish them. They would only be distinguished if their will was for them to be distinguished. But so far, they don't show up to present anything. Motherfuckers don't even write letters.
No, you would only be able to distinguish them if one lacks something the other one doesn't have. And
which religion are you? Which religion are you, Felix?
Do you understand that?
No, because you're wrong. Which religion are you, Felix?
How am I wrong?
Okay, great. I'm just going to mute you. Here's my problem with people like Felix. He's calling him with a Philbro line of thinking. This is my also problem with Andrew Wilson, who is better at reciting the scripts, but probably equally stupid to Felix. This is not why they believe in God. This is why they counter that we should believe in God, and they would want us to be the first people to ever fucking believe in God for any of these Philbro reasons. The reason they believe in God is because they were raised by a God-believing society, and they feel like God exists. And then they go out after, and they get their playing cards. They get their trap cards. You just fell for my trap. Do you know the memorized order that defeats my deck? None of them believe for this reason. None of them were like, I was an atheist, and then I did the ontological thing, and I realized, now that I've heard the theological argument, what are all the dumb ones? The moral arguments. Now that I've heard those, I stopped masturbating because I accepted a God exists.
Hey, you.
The fucking thing that is so fucking frustrating, so fucking annoying, is that they are always presenting arguments that are not the reason that they believe. They are presenting arguments and want us to believe based on things that have nothing to do with their belief. Their beliefs are at core to their beliefs are tradition, dogma, fifis, appeal to ego, especially for the men, appeal to fitting into a patriarchal society. These fucking things are so fucking dumb, because even William Lane Craig, who has made the modern version of and therefore with this and there cannot be these people believe because one time when they prayed that they would find their keys, they found their keys. These people believe because they engage in logical fallacies, and those logical fallacies are affirming when utilized to their benefit, and they feel good, and they make them less scared of the I don't knows. But nobody believes for these stupid philosophical reasons. This is not turn an atheist into a Christian. You could say it's maybe turn an atheist into a deist, but the distance between deism and atheism is tiny compared to deism and Christianity. Or you could say it has made atheist people who are like, no, yeah, I went to the school and now I'm much more agnostic. I just think it's wrong to discount these people so much. And now I'm going to create a YouTube channel and present it with my British accent, and I'm going to keep sounding more and more like Jordan Peterson all the time until I finally become the same fucking grifter. Anyway, I'm just kidding. It's not like he does videos with those grifters to humanize them. I'm not thinking of anybody in specific. Legitimately, guys, this is getting fucking stupid. And pretending that these Phil Bro things are reasons why they believe. It is legitimately, I want you to admit you're wrong about your atheism for a reason that I don't feel legitimizes my theism. That's what it is. I don't know who that is, Rayborn. I think you got the wrong guy.
So you are not open to
Dutch accent. Felix, you don't believe in God because of these arguments. Be so honest. You believed in God before you had heard. Did you hear these arguments first or believe in God?
These arguments are part of the truth why I believe in God.
How long have you believed in God?
All my life.
How old were you when you first learned about these arguments?
I don't remember, to be honest.
So you want me to convert to your religion, not for the reasons that compelled you to believe in God, but new arguments that you think defeat atheism when they don't, and they're fucking dumb.
Because they are true.
They aren't. Goodbye, bud. All my life, I think of someone like you. Is that the words?
I don't know what song that is.
They said, hey, could we get married at the mall? Go ahead and start fading out. They said, they gotta crawl for your ball. Come and meet me in the bathroom stall and show me why you